us all. Welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around and play some Dungeons and Dragons, and we share the story with you, our wonderful audience. Thank you everyone so much for being here. We appreciate your presence. A special warm welcome to those of you who might be tuning in for the first time. Greetings and salutations to you. We hope you enjoy your first taste of this new-ish and improved, maybe, adventuring party. Got a lot of great things, but we gotta let you know if it is that you enjoy this, if you've been watching us for a while, if you want to spread the word, there are a bunch of different ways that you can consume the content that you are going to see here. The first thing you can do if you like watching live and you aren't already doing so, head on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Dicefunctional, where you can follow, and you can watch this game live every Saturday at around 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also check out the various games and things like that that we play throughout the week. It's a pretty cool time. You can also interact with us while we're playing the game, so you can, be part of the adventure. If you don't like watching things live, or if you want to catch up on previous episodes of this campaign, or catch up on our entire campaign 1, which we have, which sets up this story in some sort of formal way. We totally didn't fuck up the world. I don't know what you're talking about. Check out YouTube. Search Dicefunctional over there, where you can subscribe and be part of the original group that's going to help us get to having a custom URL on there, which we're pretty excited about. If you don't want just D&D content, well, there's also some one-shot content. There's some other tabletop RPG content. We also have some gaming content and some art content up there as well. So there's a whole bunch of cool stuff for you to go and check out. We also update that with all of the VODs. So if you happen to miss an episode, you can always go back and see what it is that you missed. If you like listening to things instead, and if you want to make sure that you're absolutely just ignoring whatever that stupid project is that has absolutely nothing to do with, your life or worth as a person when it comes to, everything going on, you can go ahead and check out your favorite podcasting platform where you can listen to every single episode of not only this campaign 2, but of the previous campaign 1, Fortune's Blade campaign. If you want to check us out on socials, the best place to do so, at Dicefunctional with an underscore at the end, is where you're going to want to check that out. And if you want more information on the players, on the characters, on whatever it is that we're doing next, wherever it is that you search things, search Dicefunctional. We have a beautiful website. It's a lot of talking. There's a taste test that we have to do before we go into the game. So let's get the taste test done! And then Connor, you can take it away after that.
I'm just gonna take over while I do this.
Yeah, do it.
We got the new marshmallow soda, which is not marshmallow flavored, it's Marshmallow the Artist.
Yeah. Coca-Cola sponsor us. Do it. I already work for you, damn it.
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty much tastes what I expected to.
Weird.
That's what I was told. I actually have yet to taste it.
Weird. It just tastes kind of strange, to be honest.
It's
not bad.
It reminds me of another flavor, and I can't place it right now, but I think it was like a Mountain Dew flavor.
It's like that new Fanta, anyway.
Where we last left our group of, what's the word I was using? Oh my god. Where we last left our group of ruthless rogues.
There you go.
They had just made their way down into an old abandoned fort, taking out a large group of bandits who are out in front, with Kaz, the party's thief/rogue/acrobat, having done a majority of the work, taking out some of them stealthily, where the rest of you then had to come in and mop up the rest who were refusing to back down. But once you managed to mop up all the last stragglers, sorry.
I mean, they were struggling.
I've been rereading Berserk, in fairness, and struggler is a word that appears quite a bit in it.
It sounds like an excuse.
It is, definitely. One of them stayed conscious and also willingly gave themselves up and told you that there are about 10 people inside of the old elven fort that is down below you guys. You guys then realized that a nearby tree was hollowed out, and inside there was a staircase that went downward, and an old wooden staircase that went upward, that looked like it would need someone quite nimble to climb up. So, you sent up Reuben, the monkey. And there, Reuben set eyes upon a man wielding a single-edged, thin greatsword that caught green flame, who then told the monkey to shut up before stomping it dead. And where you guys had just left off, you took a rest, tied up a bunch of bandits, and here we are now. What's the plan?
Leave.
Well, no.
Run away.
Not leaving.
We're not dying yet.
More bye.
I get to make the death jokes. TPK.
I'm not that mean.
Yet. Give us time. Jill just took keen mine. You still. They still die.
Don't worry. I can still put a bullseye on someone.
Mm-hmm.
You can. I'm really excited about my backup character too.
No!
Is that Nick almost got assassinated? Escape from Rudy last campaign because I took Keen Mind.
Maybe.
Anyways, we should probably do something with the live ones because I don't want to just leave them here. They can still walk.
We could tie them up to the
Okay.
cart.
Just knock them out.
I mean, most of them are knocked out, but if they wake up,
I'll tie him.
Ash's idea of
moment.
tying them to the cart feels more humane than
Asher-
tying a person.
Asher's just gonna summon the cart, so you guys are gonna see the cart just literally just driving itself right up to where we are.
This will take several minutes, I will point out,
Yes.
because it's all the way back in town.
Yeah.
We can say this is while we're like resting.
Yeah.
It is.
We are taking a
So
short
as you guys are resting and waiting for yourselves to all get ready,
rest. Like,
you guys hear a
there.
distant.
Asher, is it just breaking through the underbrush?
Where?
Is it hitting any trees?
Probably. I'm not worried about it.
I'm more worried about the fact it's going to give away our location and potentially wake up people underground.
It is not that loud.
You would see in time the now quite scratched up cart makes its way over to you and just kind of parks itself nearby.
One moment. Asher's gonna go inside. We're gonna cast a firebolt into the fireplace and give it some more hit points just so it can heal everything up.
Okay, good.
Wait. Back up.
Hmm.
You use fire to heal it.
Yes.
It's literally like fucking calcifer.
Yep.
Calcifer.
That is the mechanic.
I don't know what Calcifer is.
You've never watched
Haven't
House
you
Moving
Moving
Castle?
Castle.
Oh, okay.
Fire
Yeah.
demon.
Okay.
Yep.
I was like, there's no way you haven't seen that by now.
Mm-hmm.
I literally went to the theater and watched it. It's such
Yes.
a good movie.
Yeah. Nope. That is the mechanic.
While
Fire spells
then-
can be cast at the fireplace. Cart heals up.
Fair enough. While he's inside, Darius is gonna turn to Kaz because we talked about this last night, but I do not know if you remember it. So I'm gonna, in character, do it. So what are you gonna do about the fact that your monkey's gone?
I just need to get incense, which I don't have. So I have to go shopping.
Hold on.
The next day.
Asher, in your card of wonders, is there any incense?
Can I roll for incense?
Make a d20 roll.
Actually, did the cleric bandit have a
He
priest
did not.
back
He
on
does
him?
not have any incense.
Hmm.
That is not something that he would be using.
11.
Not really.
Probably
Incense
not
is-
enough for the spell.
Incense is not a thing that you need.
No.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, I'll go shopping later.
We'll have a little. We'll have a little
fucking
shopping
course.
trip once we're done here.
Fucking Jen! Erase the monkey from the official art.
No, he's coming back.
That is so dark.
No, he's coming back.
I can't get rid of him.
You put too much work into animating the little monkey.
He's glued to your shoulder, actually.
Jolly should have put in more layers for Ruben only and just disabled the Ruben layers.
Well, there was a discussion about giving Ruben his own jiggle physics for reference.
Give Ruben jiggle physics.
I-
You can support us on future
idea-
Patreon to give Ruben jiggle physics.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The
um,
idea of Ruben having his own layer and being able to be turned off, I would love with a little like fade out effect and one of those like cut off screams of like ah.
We'll make a very small "you died" animation like from Elden Ring.
That's just what it says over the
Wasted!
shoulder.
No, wasted!
GTA 5. Wasted.
Wasted would be funnier. Oh.
Or we could go full endgame and just make him disappear into dust.
No!
Why are we bullying him? He's already dead.
Stop, sorry.
Because he is. That's why we bully him.
Pay us enough money on Patreon, and we'll give Ruben boobs. What?
We don't have a Patreon yet, but what do we do? You can support the Ruben Fund.
the Ruben
Also-
Fund.
Also, Jen said my monkey does jiggle jiggle, and I think that's the funniest thing I've read all day.
Yes. I love this.
So,
Asher's gonna come out of the cart. Afterward. Cass, question for you.
Yeah.
Are you good with throwing weapons?
Throwing weapons?
Throwing
in the cart?
things?
Throwing things. Elaborate a little bit more on throwing.
You
things.
have the stick there. I had an idea. What if
Okay.
if a man begins to stomp your monkey again, and you can hit him from a distance?
You want me to hit the man with a stick?
It would be a metal stick.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
You've got it.
Stomping the monkey is the weirdest euphemism I've ever heard.
It is what just happened. Asher is going to gather all of the discarded weapons of these individuals, and he is going to just put them in the cart for raw materials.
Okay, you just start piling up, just like what was it? How many? Like 8, 9, 12, just 12 sets of just miscellaneous weaponry.
And as Asher exits, okay. So the first thing, this firework that I gave you, it already has a bit of a enchantment that I'm very familiar with. You can light it, and it will randomly teleport to a certain direction. So my thought was, if we give you some sort of stake that you can throw, maybe it can have a bit of an extra oomph and teleport to the direction of your choosing. Plus, it is hardened metal and will probably pierce a body fairly well.
You want me to throw it like a javelin?
No, like a throwing knife.
Oh. Okay.
Wait.
I don't know how long this stick is comparably.
The stake is only about this long. A throwing nail would be about a bit shorter, a bit more weighted for actually throwing. You could get a good bit of distance, and if somebody decides to do something stupid, maybe we could work on something. You could maybe find them a bit better.
Ah, okay. That makes sense now.
Wait. I'm working on ideas as you begin to, as we figure out a plan.
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to tie all these gentlemen, ladies, and those who may be of a different genre. We will tie them all up to the cart. That way they may not go anywhere. Plus, we can also park this against the door, so that way, if anybody tries to escape behind us, they will not be able to open the door, and they will be trapped.
Just put a chair under the doorknob.
There is that, or we can back the cart up so that way they can open this door, but they cannot open the cart's door.
you imagine trying to escape from somewhere and you open a door? Sorry.
Nope, that is the idea. There's just another door that you cannot open, and it's very inconvenient. I have used it once or twice.
I don't want to know. Let's just shove them in there and be done with it for the moment.
Wait.
Do we want to bring the full bodies or just the heads again? So we got 3 dead ones.
Will we get more money for the whole body? It could be donated to science.
I think we just have to prove that they existed.
Let's take the
So,
whole bodies. Let's see if the Academy wants them.
Fair.
I will point out 2 of the 3 bodies are burnt.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they're criminals, they don't care.
No,
We're gonna go back historically into the medical times. You were only actually allowed to dissect bodies of criminals. You could not do anyone else.
Yeah.
You couldn't even donate your body to science. You had to be a criminal.
Yep. Wasn't a thing.
Commits
That's
petty
fucked
theft.
up.
I would like to donate my body to science.
Oh, Jolly, it's so much more fucked up than that, because then it means that the most common way of getting a body for autopsy and medical experimentation, you would literally pay guys called resurrection men who would break into cemeteries for recently dead people, steal the bodies, and sell them to medical facilities.
The only reason they got caught as bad as they did and stopped doing it is because one of them stole, like, a senator's daughter's body or something.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yikes. I've listened to more than one podcast about that.
Yep.
Was that a Sawbones thing?
One of them was.
One of them was, yeah.
So, Connor, being a forested area with water nearby, are there cattails around?
There are actually cattails nearby. If someone brings light over here, you can see I did make something that looks like cattails in the stream nearby.
Okay, no one bite the top.
It's a
So,
hot dog.
Do it.
the group
It's like a hot dog. You should buy it.
the group will see Tana kind of collect several of them and kind of go over to the fire and pull out a pot, fill it with water, start boiling it, chuck in a few flat stones and then she takes the flowery part off the top of them, puts them in this sort of wicker basket and shakes it so the pollen comes out. And she collects the pollen and starts kneading it into dough with water. Takes rocks out of the pot and, like, basically makes flat cakes in between the rocks.
You know, you can also use the roots of those. They're starchy.
Well, she also boils the stalks of them and then, peels them away like an artichoke.
Motherfucker.
It's like,
The thing is, I hate that I know that is all accurate.
It's all accurate, and here's the worst part is I know why Cody's doing it. Keep going, Cody.
and then she also takes the flowery parts that are now devoid of pollen and dumps out most of the remaining water in the pot so it's just a thin layer and starts having them fry over the fire. Sort of like, you know, those miniature corn cobs? Kind of like that. It's like... And...
I'm not gonna lie, when you took them originally, I thought you were gonna take the top parts, which rapidly expand, and use it as, like, a filling for something.
No, that's for if she wants to make treats that are for pranking someone.
God, that's so fair.
Because you bite into it and be like, mush. It's like,
It sounds like a hell texture.
anyone care for a bite?
You just...
I would
And
not
she's
be...
gonna look at...
Hmm?
She's gonna look at Kaz and just... Does Tana do this often? Just pick up anything?
Mm. She just eats whatever she wants.
I'll say for Kaz, Tana's attempted cooking before, but since she's unfamiliar with a lot of things in the material plane, not all of them have gone well.
Oh. Oh, Wait, have you attempted to feed it to the carnies at one point?
Mostly herself.
Oh. Okay.
She employs the iron stomach way of like creating food.
Bleh, I'm fine.
Just breathe through it. Just breathe through it.
And mechanically, for anybody expending a hit die during a short rest when Tana cooks, you add an extra 1d8 to the amount you heal.
Yeah, you took the chef feat.
Yeah, Cody took the chef feat. So all of that Cody just did, that was just research that Cody did for the sake of flavor on a feat.
And
Fuck yeah.
she also has 2 snacks, which it's a bonus action to eat one and will give 2 temporary hit points. It's based off of proficiency bonus, so it will go up in time.
Cool. That's good. Can I want to like investigate sort of the entrance of the where you go down.
Mhm.
I would investigate. It's gonna go real well for me.
You know, you have to roll.
Yeah. -1.
Asher's gonna take a bite of the food, by the way.
No, 7.
7? It looks like it's been it's been effectively like hewn and molded out of a tree. The tree itself is still alive, so it's most likely work done by a druid, but past that point, you're not sure.
Oh. She'll like sit back down where the group is and just be like, well, we need to figure out how we're gonna go in. There's like 10, I think they said someone said 10 people after they counted the amount of footprints I like hash marked on the ground. They might all be sleeping, to be honest, maybe?
Well, that would make sense. If this was supposed to be the lookout, then the fort's supposed to be pretty, well protected. Would be the place to sleep. There still might be at least a couple people awake, so we should try to be quiet, I think. But we can, the entrance is there.
Maybe it is a case if we go slowly enough, we won't have any issues.
See if maybe there is something that we can't see magic-wise.
I will point out that I think how long has passed without a trace?
Oh,
again?
it's
Oh, it's
gone.
done. It's done.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't
Definitely
have that
keep that.
anymore. Once we go in.
We'll be needing a source of light anyways.
Yes, Jess.
Quick question.
Mhm.
Because I looked down that staircase. How cramped does it look?
It's not a particularly. I mean, you definitely have enough room for like a taller person like you. So like, you won't need to really hunch because it was made for elves, and some elves can be pretty tall folk.
Would have never known.
Yeah. But yeah, no, you got enough room.
Okay.
Rot is perfectly average height. Rot's actually kind of tall.
If you
So
think
many you just shut your mouth hole.
you think that's bad, Deus has parents that she's probably around the same height of, and 2 siblings. But at least we won't have any issues getting down. Guess the big issue is once we're down, if we accidentally wake someone up, this is the only entrance we know about.
Well, then we deal with them, or we run.
Block it.
Either would work.
Trace one more time, but that's all I have left.
hold on to your spells. You never know when something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, I would agree.
Without... Who here do we think is the least stealthy?
Everyone looks at. I was gonna say Darius, but
Okay,
Well,
canonically,
I think Darius and Granny both have a +3, right?
we do. Canonically, Darius doesn't have a lot of stealth. That is a joke I've been making because she is 6'6". However, I'm hinting at stats-wise, which I think is...
Probably that. Well, depends on if we're using a source of light.
Do I
If only
know
there was
anything?
someone with a spell that could create lights.
Don't-
Yeah, if only there was one of us, you know?
If only there was a...
If only there was maybe two of us that had maybe the same cantrip that could make, I don't know, maybe some lights that danced. That would be crazy if there were two of us that did that, and we
If
were
only-
in the same room.
If only that were a spell that existed.
It's funny because I opened Jill's sheet and I went, wait, in my brain I was like, I think I also have it because it's an elf spell.
I think the other point Tana was making was light is pretty noticeable. It would be a little bit harder to be sneaky if we had a light source, but we also kind of need a light source. Well, some of us do.
As it is, I can be, well, sneaky enough.
Either way, I think an attempt should be made.
Especially with all of the rockcasts that has gone up here, we do not know when they are going to change the watch. And seeing as all their friends are dead or captured, if we fully intend on saving the farmer and his wife, it only makes sense to go in and get them out of there.
Go ahead. I saw you were trying to talk, Becca.
I was just gonna say, like, we've come this far. Not leaving without those farmers.
By the way, did Darius take her glass medallion back?
It's up to you, really.
I
'Cause
mean, in session, no, but
Yeah.
Darius is gonna... Cass, can I have my medallion back?
Oh yeah, you can have it. She hands it back to you.
Thank you. And you're gonna see her look at the least stealthy person in the group.
Definitely use that probably. Probably gonna need it.
Mhm.
The second you do something, you already know how invisibility works. Why am I explaining it to you?
I heard the explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also just have the assumption you've probably read about it.
Very likely.
Little kitty.
So we just move in slowly, quietly. I do think it was as well. We should make sure we are checking for traps.
Oh,
We do not
if only there
know
was
what-
someone who was really good at that.
It is a shame that we do not have anybody that can do that, but we will do our best.
Asher, I will knock you down the stairs.
It will not take much. I do not weigh a lot.
I'm not that strong. It might take a lot.
That is another way to check for traps. If he sets them off.
I don't think the person who literally has a fake arm should be the one doing it.
A code
sorry,
that
I'm
would
distracted
be
by Rock playing with a little kitty in the background.
Oh, is she gonna do the trick that you tried to get her to do? Oh.
She was standing on her haunches.
There you go.
Yes!
Show me the white tummy.
Such a good kitty.
I want you to know Jill tried to get her to do that earlier, and she vehemently refused to do it.
That's Houdini, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I got one napping on my lap right now.
Because Phantom
Missy.
doesn't have the white chin, does Phantom? Okay.
Yeah, I got Missy napping in my lap, and I have another one in her usual cubby at the bottom of this shelf that's on this side.
Anne's
her
in her
bed.
favorite spot.
Yeah, Anne's in her favorite spot.
So, I'm going to need a marching order. Who's going to go down first?
I still think we should have Kaz first, because one, she's the stealthiest, and she
Okay.
has some night vision.
I can see in black and white. That's all
Yeah.
I can do.
I think Darius should be.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I said, unfortunately, I think the person with the lowest health but can also find the traps should be
And
second.
has 120 night vision,
Yeah.
dark vision. I'll be in the far back, obviously. Rear guard.
Where do you want to be? Fair enough.
I
Right
will
behind
say
Darius.
the temporary hit points from the snacks do last essentially until a long rest, so you could have one now for 2 temp HP to just add a little extra buffer.
Another one.
How
Yeah,
many
I'll-
of those are there?
So I have 2 of them, so preferably people who don't have healing or realistic ways of like.
Hold on. Temp HP doesn't stack, does it?
No.
You're gonna see Darius decline and go, I got something else. And you're gonna see her pull out a bottle that has little crystals in it. You're gonna see her smash one in her hand and snort it.
I don't think I will ever get used to you doing that.
And
I must admit.
Given the
I'm gonna
party,
give myself 2d6 temporary hit points.
given
I
the
didn't know it was
party-
this kind of party. All right.
So
I was thinking Asher and Kaz would probably be the best to have the temp HP.
that is
Granny
certainly
is cheering you on.
that is a way that one would take in acetanilide. In fairness.
And he fully pulls out like a container of actual Coke, and she's like, "Yeah!"
Yeah. Take
Yeah,
it back
she
to
could have
the party
swallowed
again.
pills, but in her brain, snorting it gets it into her system faster.
I
It
mean, you're
does.
right. It does. That's why snorting medicine is so dangerous.
And into your lungs.
Mm-hmm. It absorbs
Like
real fucking
it goes
fast.
into your oh, what's it called?
Mucous membranes.
Yeah,
I
the
also want to
mucous
point out,
membranes.
I also did it for the funny factor.
Absolutely.
So
Just the thought of her pulling something out, crushing it with the palm of her hand, and snorting it.
Rot, Asher, and Tana, where are you guys in position?
I'll go wherever isn't filled by the end.
You will fill. Okay, Asher and
Yeah.
Tana then.
Can we put Asher in the middle, because boy is very squishy.
Okay,
Yeah.
Asher dead middle.
All I got
I'll
going
be
for
at
me
the
is
end
armor.
in case of like sneak
I'm-
attacks,
I'm already
delayed
at the.
traps.
You'll go just in front of Granny, because Granny's rear guard, because she has a gun.
I have
Mhm.
I have the health and the ranged weapon, whereas you just have like the health and damage mitigation. So
I have a
And-
longbow.
And a longbow. And Rot, you are between Asher and Tana. So there's your marching order, guys.
Asher's in the middle.
One of the squishy ones and one of the stronger ones.
mhm.
So, would you guys like to start heading down?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. In that case, I will do this.
Where on the map are we going?
Control C. Oh, don't worry. Allow me. I'm going to try to paste you guys in. Hopefully it works.
Also, it doesn't matter too much where I am because I can get pretty much anywhere.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
yeah, helping Granny
so
in the
can-
back is probably good. Is probably
so
the
can
best
Kaz
call.
now.
Mhm.
Because Kaz also has ridiculous movement now.
hmm
Yeah, Kaz picked up mobile.
Hell, if we want to do it, we could stack Tana on top of Granny.
So I actually need to point something out. I did the math. Kaz is so fast. Normal movement speed is 45 now. Which means, but they have this interesting thing of being a Storm Ganassi that during a dash, they gain an additional 10. So if they move and dash, they're going to go 100 feet in a round.
Bonus
God
action
damn.
dash. Bonus action dash would then also add another
This
10
then
feet onto
assumes
that.
they don't do another dash, in which case it becomes 145.
Monks are disgusting.
You see,
Plus, wait.
but when she does this, she gets into like a little ball. And...
No, actually,
Connor.
you have the Leaper dash.
Yeah. Yes, Jace?
Wouldn't, because the rogue is taking a dash action as the bonus action, she also get another 10 feet from that?
It's not stacking.
Okay.
It is not stacking 10. It's
Gotcha.
just 10.
Okay. Wanted to make sure, because I'm like,
Yeah,
we can
that's
add
fair.
another 10 feet to that. And you're
we
going
do like
155
those
feet in a round.
How much can we break her?
I don't know if you want to do that. You will eventually, at a point, irritate me.
I mean,
Kaz takes Neum, and
I had a build for a Tabaxi monk rogue fighter
Mhm.
that could basically go like 5,000 feet in a single turn.
All right.
Like,
So,
basically a mile in 6 seconds.
Cody, you bastard. You guys begin making your way down the small spiral staircase that leads down further into the old elven fort. As you do, you can see that the stone walls begin to become a little bit more worn, a little bit more weathered. Chips and chunk of rock have begun to pull away and have broken out of the walls themselves, and eventually you will find yourselves making your way into an oddly shaped room with a torch that is present. And then you can see that to this room, the right-hand side of it, there is an open doorway, well, an open hall that leads into a spot that branches into two other directions. And if you guys want to stealth, now will be the time.
Okay. That's not a good roll.
I'm rolling
Oh.
Pastel Dreamscape.
All
dice.
right.
Alright, Joel, do you want to roll physical dice or online dice?
Oh, that reminds me, I need to change the music.
Musicas.
Oh, bud. That adds up. Remember what we just talked about, the least stealthy person?
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, Darius!
Fuck. Boom.
Good. You can see the traps before Granny and Rot
Negative one to everything now.
caught in the hallway.
Also, Connor, at this point, I would start checking for traps.
Investigation. Okay. Jace, stealth roll. What'd you get?
15 on the die, plus 4 for 19.
19. Kaz, what'd you get?
8 plus 8. 16?
16.
Got it. Michelle, what'd you get?
17 plus 2 for 19.
19. Becca, what did you get?
I got a 5 plus 3, 8.
Got it. Jess, what'd you get?
I got a natural 20, so I got a 23.
Rod, what'd you get?
I got a natural 4 plus 1 for a 5.
Woo!
Cody, what'd you get?
12 plus 6 for 18.
Okay.
Damn. Before she investigates, she's gonna look at the other person with 120 feet and go, help me keep eyes out.
Okay.
And that is me asking for help, so you can give me advantage.
On investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. You're asking the dumbest person.
Okay, but you're also
can
the only person who
see.
can see.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. No, she'll help you.
Look for
'Cause-
things that look a bit suspicious.
Oh, I rolled a
Ooh, that's
19 on my
already
first one.
Sick.
I will
It's
say
a
you're
good
already
thing I rolled a
taking
19.
a
What's
minus
sick?
1 to that, so it's a 26.
Oh, you're right.
Oh shit, you're right!
Yeah.
God damn it.
I said that. Yeah, I was like,
That's
negative one
right.
everything now.
Oh. That's
Damn
still
it.
really good.
It is. I forgot about that. It's alright, I'll roll a nat 1 at some point.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. You keeping an eye out very carefully, you do not immediately note any kind of traps that have been set up in this area. It appears that the halls themselves are pretty filthy. Definite signs of dust and other detritus that have formed up. You will also notice scraps of trash, effectively. Heels of bread, broken clay pottery, bits of wooden cutlery, stuff like that. This place is being treated like a dorm hall. But no traps that are immediately coming to your attention.
Keep moving, we're good.
But Kaz, you were in the front. Tell me where to go.
I mean, right now I can only go south. So, okay. Sorry.
And everybody else, be sure to move your tokens to follow.
Looking upon Kaz's perspective, there's a left and right, but the one on her right is closer.
Yep.
And the one on the left, there's the one that leads to another left hallway, and the other one has another right hallway.
Yep.
She will relay that information to the group, which way to go, basically.
Can I see if I can hear anything from either direction?
Perception check. Yeah.
Can I give myself guidance for this?
No.
Okay, that's why I asked.
I know.
I always ask if I think I'm in. Ugh. Okay, hold on. Sorry, cocked. Oh wait, I think my perception went up. Hold on. I think I'm +7 now.
Hang on.
I think it's a 17, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Because we did level up, though. Perception is so 17 total. I rolled a 10.
Okay. With the 17 on the roll, you will hear coming from your left or our right. You will hear raspy breathing coming from the hall, which then comes from this hall over here.
She'll just point that to Kat. She'll say, I think I hear it that way. That way. That way. I think it's that way.
What do you hear?
I hear. Does it sound like someone's sleeping?
No, it does not. It sounds like someone who is. It sounds like labored breathing.
Okay, it sounds like it's someone who's awake and is having a little bit of trouble breathing. I mean, I can fight her if you want.
It's a bit of a tight squeeze, and I don't know if we have enough room to investigate that.
In wild shape.
Yeah, I guess that would be a safe option.
All I ask that is if you wild shape, please stick, to the ceiling if you can, because
that's why
when I see a spider, my instant reaction is to swat it.
Yeah.
She turns into a big one.
Giant spider.
Are you... I feel the need to ask this because I'm noticing a reoccurring theme in this group. Are you also all white?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. When she's spiders, it's an all-white spider.
Granny's nodding behind her.
Why do all of you have white animals?
I mean, have you seen me?
It's the thread that bonds us together. I don't... Who cares?
Hey, Darius, why would you step on a spider? It's more fun to put it on the back of someone's neck.
Literally sounds like my nightmare.
Ron is pulling up their collar.
Hi. Fizzy will spider.
Okay, you're going to turn into a spider?
Yeah.
Okay. You can move your token, if you'd be so kind.
You said it was to our right, so it's...
It will be this direction.
Okay, I think it...
Character left.
Yeah, where's my character? I don't think my
Your character is right here.
You might have the Watcher selected. Just
Yeah,
like
just drag and highlight.
Oh, there I am. Okay, so that was weird. This way?
No.
Mhm.
Yeah,
This way. Okay.
this way. And then over here.
Asher is moving character right, and Asher's gonna peek down this other corner with shotgun up, just kind of looking and holding that corner. Make sure nobody comes
As
up
he
behind.
goes, Darius is gonna push him down because people look for eye level.
Crouching and kind of just slowly peeking the corner.
Yeah. So I will approach.
I have my
I
goggles
will
on.
be en roof.
Michelle, from your position up on the ceiling, you can see that inside of this room is what looks to be a weathered-looking man who is currently strapped into a chair. Like ropes are tying his arms and legs to the chair itself. There's another man behind him. He has what looks to be shearing scissors. And you can see that the man who's been tied to the chair is now missing 2 fingers.
Does this man look to be the only one in the room? The other, are these the only 2 people in the room?
Those are the only 2 people. Did you make a perception check?
Oh no, I can. Sorry.
It's okay.
17 on the die. I believe in Wild Shape I keep my mental stats.
You keep mental stats. You don't take physical.
Right. So that's a +7, so it's a 24 for total.
Be a 24 total. You do not immediately notice anybody else in the room.
Okay. I don't know how to communicate this in spider form, because I am still gonna stay a spider.
Mm-hmm.
I will come back to the group, and I will get on the floor, or I'll get on the wall, not on the floor. I'll get on the wall.
Open the door.
No, I'll tap on the wall. Tap on the wall and then start slowly walking back in the same direction.
I think she found something.
we should walk at some sort of code.
And she'll walk really slow.
We should probably move slow.
He watches the spider slowly.
As
Hate it.
you're pretty good at sneaking. Start heading that way.
To my left, to the right.
Where Fizzy is.
Where
Okay.
Fizzy is. Because
Oh.
if we're gonna take him out quickly and quietly, if there's someone in there.
Okay. I'm walking as much as I can, so I'm just
Okay.
gonna go follow where Fizzy is.
And
basically.
Fizzy you'll see her go up onto the roof. When she hits this roof, she'll go up onto the roof.
Okay.
So I will go over here so you have spots. Okay. I will park myself here.
Okay.
This is gonna let Tana get past her. Because she knows those are the 2 heavy hitters, and if we want to take someone out quickly, those 2 need to go.
Well, Asher's probably the heaviest hitter, but also the loudest.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
There is no quiet. That's why Asher's holding that corner.
Okay.
If you want to get in front of Granny, you can just.
Mhm. You can also move using the arrow keys if it's
I can't
easier.
even see what anyone's doing. Hold on.
Just around the corner. Should we reroll stealth or use the same stealth?
Same stealth.
Okay. I'm quietly going down. But also not blocking the Watcher.
At some point, you're gonna have to bum rush the man.
Kind of have to, right? Okay. Okay. I'm thinking of what to do here, cause I can see 2 people in Kaz's perspective right now.
Yep.
And could I slightly see the one person tied up on the chair?
You can see the one person tied up in the chair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dear God. Do I just, like, quickly enter the room and just hit him?
It's up to you.
Okay. If there's, like, only one person tied up, but one person is carrying a sheer... What was it? Like,
Shears.
Shears. Oh, ew. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Okay, there's like two options I'm thinking of. I actually go in, and attempt to use my stake, or I can phantom grapple him by pulling him away from the dude, from the chair. But I think I'll just like hit him with my stake, to be honest.
It's up to you, bud. Make your decision.
Okay, I will.
I'll ready a reaction to throw a chakram if the person is not incapacitated by Kaz.
Okay.
Okay.
I would tell Tana to, we're aiming for the dude that's not tied up, basically.
The one that's standing, essentially.
Yes. I will... Do I have to make an attack in order to go behind him?
So if
quickly?
you're going to basically charge him and stab him, that's just a matter of movement and attacking.
Okay. Then I'll do it.
Because what you're doing is it's essentially a blitz. You're just charging him while you're still hidden and shanking this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I'm readying in action is technically
Just in
after
case.
he's surprised, we wouldn't both be able to get surprised without it being a surprise round. In which case,
No, I understand what you're doing. Don't worry.
In which case, Kaz would be limited to one thing. Instead of
So,
moving and attacking.
Jolly, move your token up. This is the guy
Okay.
you're going to attack.
Yes.
Cody, I will say, move your token up closer to about here,
Yeah.
because that would be your best opportunity to chuck something at him.
Yeah, she'd move as close as she could while staying hidden.
Okay. Let me see. Is that like a shelf next to him? Or
It looks like a broken table.
a broken table?
Yep, it's been knocked over. It looks like it's just knocked to pieces.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run up to him and stab him.
Okay, you're just gonna shank a motherfucker. Go ahead.
I'm gonna shank him. I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. Well, I mean, attempt to. I'm gonna make an attack with my trusty stake.
Got
Let's
it.
see how this goes. That's not a good roll.
It's a surprise. You would have advantage.
You do have advantage on this guy. He does not know you're there.
Oh!
So close.
And since you have advantage, you
Also
get
sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I forget.
Yep, because you have
Sorry.
advantage.
Get back in there.
I forget. I'm so sorry.
fine.
You're fine. You are learning to play rogue.
You're learning your class.
Mhm.
Okay. You rush forward very quickly and you stab into this man using your silvered stake. It will do 15 points of damage total. He is still standing. Tana, your reaction?
She's throwing a chakram, or I suppose in this case probably a dart because it would be a bit quieter if it misses.
Either or, dude. I have no
Um,
preference either way.
Same damage anyways. 19 to hit.
Hit.
For 8 damage piercing.
All right. Kaz, you rush forward and stab into this man's throat and he starts gurgling as you stab into him, and then Tana, you quickly lean forward and you pitch a dart at him and just watches it embeds itself into his skull, and he looks like he is falling over deceased. But as that happens, Tana, you hear from the right-hand side where the door closes, and Michelle, you realize that a dark shadow that you didn't pay attention to,
Jesus. Okay.
that right next to you, you hear a man go, shit. And then a foot steps out, kicks the door closed, and you watch the hand puts a block under the door and smashes it further into the door to wedge it shut.
Door. Ah. So is there someone here with us then? Someone else?
Yes, there is.
Cool.
That's why I moved your token.
That's fine.
He is, by the way, that man is very dead.
Good. Can I? Fuck it. I'm gonna get out of my form. Which I don't know if that's a free action or a bonus action or what.
We will handle that with initiative.
Okay. Okay.
As Tana, the door's been slammed in your face.
Rude.
That's a reaction.
I love that.
Alright,
I love it
damn.
so much. I love it so much. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see if my
Reminds
initiative
me.
is better than last time.
Closed.
Because my initiative was such trash the last time. Oh. There is no active combatant. Okay, I gotta wait.
So, let me just add in the important people to combat. Which is going to be all of you guys, in fairness. You guys all
I
have
was gonna
things
say.
you can do. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving you out. But
I'm gonna look at
He's
You did-
leaving us in the dark, literally.
hey! But you did fall for my trap card.
We activated your trap
To
card.
be fair, it looks like he was hiding well.
He rolled very well in fairness. 19 plus 7, 26.
His fizzy rolled a 17.
Yeah,
So, like,
he
Yeah.
rolled very, very well.
If I had been allowed guidance, I may have hit it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Combat starting. Roll initiative, everybody.
Okay. I just need to know if it's like to get out of wild shape.
Fuck.
That's something we can quickly find out because I
Okay.
don't remember.
I'm looking it up. Yeah.
Ooh, that was a nat 1 initiative roll for me.
Hana.
Yeah.
You
Hana
rolled
rolled.
that one, but you still rolled higher than me.
Jesus Christ, man! I cannot roll well with goddamn initiative.
That's a -1 to initiative 2, isn't it?
Okay. Anyway, that's fine.
Hana.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is
So-
also a -1. Don't worry, I can adjust that.
Also, it
Um,
doesn't look like it matters unless somebody else rolls a 16 or 17, because I'm firmly between two people.
Fizzy, you can revert to your normal form as a bonus action on your turn.
Okay, cool. All right, that's all I need to know.
And Darius, let me update your score slightly. 16.
It's gonna be a rough fight.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
Motherfucker's on the ball.
Seeing the word sharpshooter.
Neither do
I
I.
gotta tell you, Chief, I don't like seeing it. I don't like it. I'm nervous.
That's fine.
Alright.
There we go.
We will go to the top of initiative. Not with Rot, the sapper, thank you. Let me get some music real quick, if you guys would be so kind as to...
Oh, good. I think
So wait.
Kaz is gonna see something Busy's never done before. Maybe.
Can we just get the instrumental version of Running Up That Hill by Kate Moss that you put in the... Can we just have that as the background music? 'Cause it's stuck in my...
We've been singing it every time we're muted.
Mhm, sorry, buddy.
Oh, look good.
Do it good. Do it goddess.
No!
Let's
no
go listen to the
avocado.
Meg Myers version. It's so much.
If you say it's better than the Kate Moss version, I'm gonna rip your arms off.
The cape.
And slap you with them.
No, they both have their merit. I just like it better.
I know you like it's Kate Bush, but like Kate Moss is a model, and I'm imagining the model singing "Running Up That Hill" now, and I just think that's really funny.
It is the bandit sapper's turn. With his stealth check that does go past any perception checks that you guys had, he's going to charge you, Kaz, and he's going to make an attack on you.
Okay.
You already rolled a nat 20. No more.
That's actually. It's 15 some match.
Match, okay. So 6 points of bludgeoning, and then
Oh god.
17 points of bludgeoning total. as he
Okay.
rushes towards you and just goes, crack! And just backhands you with a heavy club.
Also, if you did accept Tano's snack earlier, make sure you
Take
Okay.
2 points off of that first.
Yeah.
2 points off? I would have.
It's temporary hit points essentially.
Okay. So I would have minus 15 that.
Yeah, you would have only taken 15
Exactly.
damage.
Okay.
All right. That is the end of their turn. Asher, you're up. You
Okay.
hear a door slam.
Yeah, I would have heard all of the fucking noise. Is there anyone? Do I see any movement or hear anything coming down this hallway?
Not currently.
Okay. Asher's movement is going to consist of him going to here, which is 25 feet.
Yep.
Asher's going to take one step forward. Tana, duck, and Asher's going to take aim right at the middle of the door and pull the trigger. This door's gone.
Okay. Just roll me an attack and then roll damage.
Okay. All right, that is plus 16 on the die, and then what is my plus? Plus 6. So yeah, 22. 6 is 9 plus 4 for 13 damage. Piercing.
You let loose one quick shot with your shotgun, and you watch as you blow a good head-sized hole in the door itself. It's still up, because this appears to be a somewhat reinforced door.
Okay.
But you managed to knock a pretty damn big hole inside of it.
All right.
And I will do this just for visual. The door is still closed, but you can see through it. I will do that so you can see what is happening. Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
Do I hit him?
I'll have you roll a d20 with disadvantage, I guess. Yes.
For the sake of question, is the whole Tana shaped though? Like Tana size?
It's
You know what?
It is a 10 gauge slug through a wood door.
We can. No, does actually have metal on it.
Okay.
Yeah, these are rusted metal doors.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
It
very
is
badly
still-
rusted.
punching through that fucker.
You could probably reach through and move the bar by hand.
It is not. When I said wedge the door, you know how they make those those wedges that you use to stop doors?
Yeah, door
Mhm.
stop.
Yeah. If you take one of those and you put it on a closed door and then slam it in, you effectively are blocking the door shut. It's
Mhm.
like putting a chair beneath the handle. That is what they did. They did
Got
not
it.
use a bar.
Do I get my
Tana
plus 6 for
size?
this?
What was that, Jace?
Are we not rolling an attack roll at disadvantage, essentially?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll it on here. 11.
It looks like most of the shot just goes through and just kind of becomes either too inaccurate or doesn't really have much of an impact. Maybe some of it kind of hits him, but he doesn't seem to be too bothered.
It's a slug, mind you.
It is a slug.
Yeah, Asher's
But
firing
still.
slugs.
I apologize.
yeah,
It
so
looks like
just
it
goes
may. It looks like it may have just flattened out and then spun awry.
At least I got his attention.
Are they slimy?
Is he slimy?
A little bit. Just a little bit slimy.
Oh, stop it. And as for whether or not the hole is Tana-sized, Tana can find out with an acrobatics check.
That is
With
the end
that
of my
s-
turn.
With that said, Darius, you're up. You heard a door slam and then a gunshot.
I knew my turn was soon, but I was not prepared for what to do.
Mhm.
Because I don't know if I'll be any help opening that door at all.
We probably have friends that are on their way.
I'm gonna move.
If you want, if you want to take one corner, I was planning on basically posting guard in my turn on one of the corners.
Stand in this corner. She's gonna peek out, see there's no one, and peek back over, and then that's where I'll take guard at.
And then you're going to hold your action to shoot anyone who comes through.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, Jill.
It's my turn.
It's Jill's turn.
Did
By
you
which I
think-
mean,
I was even less prepared.
it's Rot's turn.
To be fair, it's because you have a cat.
I have a cat.
You has
Is it
cat.
Phantom?
Yes, it is Phantom.
Oh.
Skittish.
Little.
Baby.
Oh, you could just do some little like, Jace, what's the word for these?
Curls?
You could do some curls with that little kitty.
You know what you could do? You have Eldritch Blast. Go, because Tana's in that spot, but Tana can occupy space. And there's a hole in the door.
And you can see him.
He just blasts it. You can totally do that.
Anyway, I started blast.
Yeah, you can literally get right
Get
to
me
where
over
Yeah.
there.
you can
Yeah, you
literally
can-
just get to where
You
Tana
can get
is.
right there.
Give me a second, because
What's my movement?
30.
30.
So you literally can. I counted.
Yeah,
you can
you're
literally get
dead
where
on.
Tana is.
Rod is going. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me. I'm just,
For the Jace and Cody and Jill, for the sake of visibility, I'm going to put you back there, Jace. You're actually here.
I got you.
And I'm going to, sorry, there we go. I'm going to put you right there, Rot, just for the sake of visibility. Cody, you're actually where Rot is. Asher, you're actually where Cody is. Okay?
actually where I'm at, right?
Yes.
Yes, you're
Tana
fine.
is essentially under you, between your legs.
It's the issue. See, the issue is that the moment I put another token above you, you can't select your token. So,
No,
like,
if you have your token selected, you can move it.
as long as you keep them selected. But if you do anything else, you lose your token.
Yeah.
That's why. So,
Anyways, I started blasting.
so roll the hit, because yeah, you can get visibility on this guy. You can shoot him.
And this man thought a door was going to keep him safe. What an idiot.
Please. 15?
Any sort of sneak
yeah,
attack?
that'll hit. Sneak attack.
No.
Rot was
I'm very
stealth.
sneaky.
Yes, but
And it's a
it still
I mean,
it
Four.
still hits. But Tana's all. I was gonna say Rot's not a rogue.
I
That's
think
you
you mean
know.
I mean,
Five,
advantage
yeah.
on the attack, though.
Okay, you're referring to.
Yeah.
I will say no, because I would say the moment that someone does something like this,
He's looking at the door now.
he's paying attention. Oh, someone just shot through the fucking door, Jace.
Yeah.
You're good at that.
That's a hit.
Yes,
4
honey.
points of force damage. Rot, you rush your way up to the door, and you let loose a burst of eldritch energy, which.
Tana.
Yes.
Before that, however.
Yeah.
Also, as a bonus action, I could use Form of Dread, so I'm dripping, baby. Wait, hold on. Did you use it in
Yes.
the last fight?
You
Yes.
did, but you get a number of times equal to your proficiency.
We also short rested. I don't know.
Form of
You can
Dread,
still do it.
baby.
I think
Yeah.
Form of Dread is probably longest.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair.
It is, but they get 2 every long rest.
Yep.
So,
It's proficiency based.
Yeah, you can do that.
Let me just.
There's a drippy hand holding through this gigantic hole in the door that just got blasted in it. That smacked this guy who thought he was getting the jump on our rogue.
so, I mean, it's 6.
Let me just quickly check. Number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. For some reason, it's stopping me from using it, but when you hit a creature with an attack, it doesn't specify melee attack, so yeah, okay, he'll have to make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
I was looking at wording. He's fine.
Goddamn. Stop being so goddamn brave. Look at me, I'm scary as hell.
Yeah,
I'm spooky.
yeah, Rot's the scariest person.
Also,
I'm
Connor, I wanna-
spooky.
I want to point out,
Yeah, what's up?
you made this whole thing about standing on top of people, and then you put the Watcher where Asher is.
No, I did.
No, Jace did.
I did it so
Okay.
stream could see.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
look at me, Jace did it.
I got. Don't worry about me. I got this. Man's probably confused as hell though. Not scared. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Just slowly slide the door like boo 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 boo.
Imagine thinking you've wedged a door shut, and then there's a loud cacophonous
Kind of
bang, and then
gunshot.
all of a sudden a drippy hand is
Castella,
throwing energy at you.
you're up.
I'm just gonna use my stake again. If it attacks.
Hit.
Okay. This is sneak attack now.
I don't think it counts as a sneak attack.
Unfortunately
Oh,
not.
it doesn't?
Yeah.
No,
okay.
because you have no one to back you up, and there's no advantage. So it's just a flat attack. With that said, 9 points of piercing damage. You slash at the man very quickly, as now 2 rogues are facing off with one another. He's looking.
Bush,
Hey.
fight, bush,
Bush
fight.
fight.
He's looking rough. It is the bandit sharpshooter's turn. You will see the door gets opened up, and well, actually, Kaz, you see a door open up towards you. So,
Fucking come on.
so it's just in your way. You can't move right now.
I'm the visible one.
Which means
Hold on. It is cover though.
it is
Yes.
it is covered. So he actually can't really shoot Kaz from his position.
Can't
Um,
even see you.
No, but with that said, you, Rot, Tana, and Asher will watch as a man with a break action rifle opens up one of the back room doors and then aims through the hole that someone conveniently made for him.
You're welcome.
Who is it hitting?
Well,
I'm
one
in
of
the
you is
front.
one of you is like 3'6". One of you is behind the other person, and the other person is right in the way and looks like a scary person. So I'm gonna shoot Rod.
So much for you temporary hit points.
You can have one. You can have my
But isn't there some sort of cover though?
There is a cover. You have a. I
Wait.
think
Wait! I don't think that hits!
it will not. I will.
by one, it doesn't
I will
hit.
put in a second attack. It's still gonna miss.
By one, it hits.
Because you have
well, no,
cover.
you have
No.
cover. It
You
does
have cover.
not.
Your
Oh,
AC is
yeah,
up.
plus- yeah, you get like a +2. to your
Shooting
AC
through a
or something
hole in a
for
door.
cover.
Yeah, with that said, the hole is now getting bigger as 2 bullets
Good.
go.
Does that mean the DC is lower for Tana to get through the door?
The DC's lower for Tana to get through the door, and also now you only have half cover when using the door, so it's only a +2.
Thank you kindly.
Send in
and
the
then
murder rabbit.
He'll take cover. He'll take cover.
You know in
Uh,
Monty Python, the bunny?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Tana.
That's Tana.
The rabbit.
I've
and
never
the
seen a
dog.
Monty Python movie.
It's in the Holy Grail, so if you're willing to watch it, you'll get all the memes that you need from one movie.
Awesome.
But I already.
Kaz, you will hear another door open nearby, and charging in.
Oh my god, this
You
is
see a
awesome.
man wielding a spear, but the guy with the club in front of you goes, "The door! The door! Deal with the door!" And he rushes towards the door.
Oh,
He's gonna
fuck.
position himself right in front of it. He's gonna take his spear and he's just gonna go, "Ah!" He's just gonna stab it Rod.
Roll one. Roll one.
We only have so many bones.
Ah,
Yeah, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit real hard.
Just gonna
It's gonna take away some of it.
temporary hit points.
Yeah. Rod,
But that was.
the spear lunges through the door, and you feel the actual tip of the spear get stuck in your wooden mask, and you feel it pierce into your head slightly, but like not very much. Like it leaves a pretty bad gouge, but it didn't pierce bone. And then the bandit is going to realize this is a hole from a gun, namely the guy holding the shotgun, and he's just gonna go like this. He's just kind of like slips to the side. Oh!
I don't want to be here.
He's
Would
got
you-
bigger things to worry about.
would
There's a
you-
bunny.
Becca's dropping things.
That
Yep.
was my phone,
Which-
don't worry.
yeah,
Yeah.
Technically, if he's still within one space, that he has not moved out of range.
He is.
So,
He has not, but also there's a wall. Fizzy, you're up.
so I'm gonna.
So has he left the threat radius then?
He has left the direct threat radius from Rot, but since
What
there
about
is
Tana?
a door, well, Tana's gonna climb through that hole. I know they are.
I know, but attack of opportunity. He moved out of.
Oh
Already used
yeah,
reaction.
you can make an attack of opportunity if you guys
Yeah.
want.
I thought they already used a reaction.
No.
No,
I
Tana
technically-
did.
I technically used mine.
Tana did.
Yeah.
But
You
right,
can
though.
spear him back.
I want to spear him back. Fuck
Okay,
that guy.
spear him back.
Yeah.
I know you don't carry a spear, but the way you're using it is.
It's a fauch. It's a fauchard. It's a stabbing slashing weapon.
Hey.
Eat shit.
Oh.
So good.
Form of dread.
Still damage.
Yep, still form of dread. Actually, I'm pretty sure that the wording is once per round, but I'm gonna make sure of it.
Also make
Once
sure
during
is
each of-
it's on your turn,
Oh, okay.
because then reactions don't count.
Yeah.
Once during each of your turns.
Yeah. So you still stab the fucker, and then he skirts his way over to the side. Fizzy, you drop your form.
I drop my form as I'm falling behind this guy, and she opens her hands, and you see little like spurts of like she gets claws all of a sudden. Like you see she has claws. She's just gonna swipe at him with primal savagery.
It's a very
Got it.
nice one if it hits.
Yes.
That's
Primal
a
Savagery is
lot
a
of
very
damage.
fun cantrip.
14 on the
Advantage.
die. Oh, that's true. No, 14 on the die because the other one was a 6. Plus, plus it's
Spell,
it's
it's spell casting mod, so just
so
go to
21 total.
spellcasting.
21
Yeah.
total.
Hit.
What do I? Oh God, Michelle has forgotten what Primal Savagery does. What is it?
It's
1d10. Okay.
D10 of acid damage.
Acid, yeah. Oh, 6 points of acid damage.
Oh.
Ugh.
With cantrip progression, makes it
He's-
pretty nasty.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Just in there.
Tana, you're up.
Well, she's not gonna climb through the hole, she's gonna dive through the hole. Like somersault afterwards.
Make an acrobatics check.
Here comes the
I mean-
murder rabbit.
Well, that's an 18 plus 6.
You do a little spin in the air.
You guys
And-
watch as this rabbit just goes and just dives through the hole.
I think what she's going to do first is... Does it look like the bar is easy to remove or lift?
So
Or
it looks like basically what they did is with this wooden triangle, there's a wooden wedge, they rammed it underneath the bottom of the door. So getting it out would not be. It's not difficult, but it's one of those things where like it'd be a whole lot easier if you had some kind of a prying tool. Like if you had a crowbar, you could literally just kind of go "Ugh," and just rip it out. But like with your bare hands, it's kind of gonna suck, but it won't be impossible.
Alright, then she's not gonna bother with that quite yet. She's going to ignore the
Yeah.
guy by the door for the moment, kind of stepping right up next to Fizzy. So she will move out of this guy's reach.
Got it. Where are you gonna move up next to Fizzy?
Basically, you can technically occupy an ally space if you don't have
Okay,
your
so
turn there.
you're occupying
So-
you're occupying Fizzy's spot.
Yeah, but I'm not
Okay.
gonna move there just to make it easy.
Okay, I'm putting you there for the sake of convenience. He
Yep.
will make an attack of opportunity against you. He'll miss.
Nope. And she's whipping out her Chakri. Good thing that she lined up the flanking, because first would have been an @1, but instead 18 plus 6
Hit.
for 11 points of slashing damage.
All right. That will finish this man.
Non-lethal, of course.
I am okay with you guys saying that towards the end, but please try to declare non-lethal before.
I mean, all of her attacks are non-lethal unless if declared otherwise.
Okay.
And then that was 10.
You will, moving around them, use the chakri and effectively just kind of do like cut the Achilles on this man, making him drop to the ground. He is unconscious from pain.
And now, with this guy cornered,
You walk into this room and you see a dwarven man with a rifle just.
might want to aim that somewhere else. 12 plus 6 for 18 to hit.
Hit.
That is 7 damage, 3 plus 4, and I don't think I'm gonna add damage right now.
Okay.
Because this guy's not getting past her and has a ranged weapon.
Alright. Granny, you're up.
She gives Darius a friendly and reassuring pat on the shoulder. Goes to check out this other corner. And basically, like, post up as well with her gun at the ready.
You guys are both basically taking ready positions, both of you at a corner. Alright, good deal. The sapper. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, could I like hear any other like certain, like a perception check?
Yeah, perception check. Also, can I say Phantom is the prettiest little cat?
That one on the perception check.
Nope.
Nope.
Sounds like tinnitus, because currently someone has fired a shotgun in a stone hall. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
your ears are currently ringing.
Actually, Actually, she's gonna take out her whip.
Okay, Indiana Jones.
she's a
Dr.
cowboy.
Jones!
Because this little branch of hallway is not very long, and it's a 10 foot reach on the whip, and it's a little bit quieter than
the gun. Fair enough. You get the gun at the ready. The sapper is unconscious. He is removed from combat. Asher, you're up.
All right.
This is just weird. Like, it's not
yeah.
bad, but it tastes weird.
Asher can't see anybody, but he knows that the guy went left. All right, fuck it. Asher's gonna try and move into the room, and then right next to Fizzy.
Here's my question for you, because remember, there is still a door.
Yes.
So how are you gonna move through that door?
Asher's gonna try like jumping through the hole.
You're gonna try and move through the hole. Acrobatics check.
Has anybody ever seen the movie Get Smart?
Yeah.
Where Steve Carell like copies the moves, but he turns around and it's like the laser over the back of the pants.
Yep. Acrobatics. All right, let's try. That's a 9 on the die plus 4 for 13.
Okay. So I'll give you a choice. You can get stuck, or you can get cut. Take your pick.
Asher's gonna get cut.
Okay.
That seems more in character for Asher. Kind of clumsily getting through the hole.
All right. It's only sheet metal, so 4 points of slashing damage as you just kind of go.
I look.
And tetanus.
Yep.
Roll for tetanus.
He's probably immune by now. He's had it so many times.
I can fix that.
Yeah. Asher's probably immune. Had so much weird shrapnel stuck in him over the years. Yeah. Okay, so we got through. Not great, but we got through.
All right, and you said you were moving here.
Yeah, as Asher's kind of coming through. I'm assuming he got cut on the leg.
Yeah.
Not great. Probably on the ground. So Asher is actually going to kind of action star. He's going to kick himself against the ground, kind of sliding back, and aim up and shoot this gentleman that is over there in the corner.
So you were saying you are prone, and you were going to be firing from prone.
Yes, Asher is going to be firing from prone.
All right, you are prone.
Yep. Oh, it's okay, because I absolutely whooped this gentleman. That's a 14 on the die plus 6 for 20.
Nice hit.
Yep. Ooh, that is 5 on the die plus 4 for 9 points of damage.
Meaty. He's looking wounded.
Asher just slides the cylinder around and I'm holding on this guy. He knows he's coming next.
Yep. Darius, you're up.
Hey, you know how I make bad decisions all the time?
Sure. Everybody does, in fairness.
Another one.
Another
I'm just
one.
gonna start creaking around.
Okay. Nice.
And she's gonna look to make sure there's no one there, and this is where she'll go.
Okay.
We're stressing.
But and then hold an action to
Got
shoot.
it.
She is also crouched, because again, eye level.
Okay. So, unbeknownst to the rest of the party, Darius is silently moving through the halls, quietly, on their own.
Natural 20, to be fair.
It's fair. It's totally fair. But it also adds to the unbeknownst to everybody else part of this.
She may have an 18 intelligence. I never said she was wise.
That's fair. It's totally fair. I will never judge an in-character decision. I just love making jokes about it.
To be fair, you can reconvene with the group in one turn. It's not like when Tana went off alone.
Yeah.
Well, that's just why I stopped her for now, because I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem, and sometimes when you start moving through the fog, it makes you stop moving because you hit an enemy.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm moving slowly to keep from hitting an enemy.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have a little bit more movement if you really want it. Okay.
Now, right now she's gonna post there, and then she'll move more next turn.
End of turn, held action to shoot. Got it. Rot, you're up.
Hey, okay, I swear this all lines up. How tall is Asher?
Asher.
5'6".
5'6".
5'5",
Yeah.
5'6".
Okay, Rot's 5'11". I don't know if Rot's gonna be willing to try and make the decision here to go through the hole in the door.
You could try breaking
I'm-
the door more.
I'm baby.
Or you could go out and see Darius is gone.
I'll point out there's also something else you could do.
You could lean in and hit him.
Well, you could lean in and hit them. You could also use the Fouchard because it's a poking, like a poking set. You could go to the bottom of the door and like try to jab the block out of the door.
That's also fair. I'll do that so that we can try and get this fucking door open.
Got it. Just roll me an attack essentially.
Ain't a take. Okay. Bye-bye. Please?
That's not bad. 19?
Yep. Busy and Asher, you watch as from the door the wooden block that was stuck underneath it goes. It just comes skidding across the floor. And the door's open now.
Hey.
Which means, Rot, you can now fully see the chaos in the room.
Rot's be like, I finally got the. Oh my god! Okay! There's a lot more happening here than I thought.
All right.
That's all I can do, right?
Yep. You have movement if you really want to move, but that's up to you.
I'm gonna stay out here for just a second.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna just chill.
Kaz, it is your turn.
How much movement do I have?
45.
Enough.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go is the
I
better
think Cody
question.
gave a better response than I did, to be honest with you.
I'm asking if I could flank him from here because he's hiding.
Not really. I mean,
okay, so I can't roll sneak attack.
yeah. I mean, like it's a very awkward position to try and flank him, mostly because there's still a good chunk of wall in the way, especially for Rot. So, not really, no.
I will point out, Jolly, you get sneak attack as long as there is another ally within 5 feet of him. You don't have to be flanking.
Yeah.
I don't know how rogue works, to be honest.
Yeah, you're learning. It's fine.
Learning.
Yep.
So in this situation, you
No,
will...
not right now. Not right now. Don't tell me about it right now.
No, I'm...
So basically, you can still get a sneak attack off on him. You're just not really going to be able to get an advantage.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't know. I don't have a lot of options right now.
Nope.
Especially the one behind me with the gun.
Consider them dealt with.
What?
Just saying.
Consider them dealt with.
Yeah.
They're
They're
a
not
ranged
getting
opponent
past.
with a melee opponent in their face.
They
And it's
can't-
Tana. You would know Tana.
They
Got
can't
him.
move out of the way, and even if they did succeed on hitting me, I can deflect that.
Yeah, I don't know. This is really tough. I guess I'm just gonna walk through the other door. 'Cause I don't really care at this point right now. Just to check.
Looks clear.
Okay. I mean, I could attempt to attack him.
Go for it.
I don't even know if it's gonna hit, to be honest.
That's fine.
Probably not. Yeah, it won't hit.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand there and get stabbed.
You can disengage as a bonus action if you want.
You can do that.
Step away so that way he can't hit you.
I'll just disengage.
Actually,
I
you don't
guess.
even need to disengage. He swung at Tana, and it hasn't been his turn yet.
This is true. Yeah, it's.
Also, you have mobile now.
Guys, don't worry. Just. Cody, Becca, I get it, but don't worry. You're good.
I'm already overwhelmed. Don't.
Yep. It is the bandit sharpshooter's turn. Fuck are you gonna do? He will use a single use of Mark Prey on you, Tana.
Go for it.
He declares you quarry, effectively casting Hunter's Mark. And he will drop his rifle and he'll go to slash you.
Who is he, Elmer Fudd?
All right. He's not a very good ranger, but he still does have 2 attacks. Miss on both?
Of those. Both
Yep.
of those miss.
All right. It's the bandit's turn. Asher's a great target. I can't pass that up. He's gonna
Yep.
rush over to Asher, who's prone on the ground. And he's just gonna fucking stab you, Asher.
Go for it.
It's an attack with advantage because you are prone.
Yep.
19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 will hit.
All right, 9 points of piercing damage as he rushes over to you and just stabs downward.
Ouch.
All right, Fizzy, you're up.
I'm gonna slash at this guy again.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm gonna bonus action shillelagh, grab my staff,
Quarterstaff?
bonk him on the head.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Non-lethal. I
Okay,
don't think he's
roll the
people
hit.
down, but 18.
Hit.
Ooh, 8 on the die, so 8 plus 5, 13 points damage.
That will actually knock him unconscious as you wheel around back behind him and knock him upside the head.
Cool. Move from here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'm gonna come and help Kaz. I'm gonna come stand by Kaz.
Tana, it's your turn.
Right. You can give up, you know. That first attack, unarmed, is 21 to hit.
Hit.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Next attack.
Might not hit. That's a 14 to hit.
Still hits.
For 6 bludgeoning damage.
He's still up, but he looks very bad.
I did say he can give up.
Make an intimidation check.
You can give up.
I mean, that would be 13 plus 1, 14.
I'll make a check for him. I don't understand him.
More stubborn than me, aunt.
If you want, you can burn a key point and knock this guy out, because he's really low, Cody.
I mean, I can do something else.
What can you do?
Nobody's really watching me.
Okay.
So, there's 3 extra damage. Knock them out.
Okay. You guys, you only see Tana's back, and you watch as you just hear this dwarf screaming, "Ah! Ah!" as the rabbit just starts pummeling him. And I will say, very clever, Cody, because I do know what Cody has just done.
And technically it's applied after damage and attack, so...
Yep, so you're fine, don't worry. Alright, he is unconscious.
That.
Granny, it's your turn.
Gonna take a leaf out of Darius's book without even realizing it. She's gonna peek around the corner to see that the people who've been passing out were not her team. Not that she had any doubt. And then she's gonna move forward a little bit to peek down this hall, because it was just a short corner, so.
Peering inside of this room, I will move the watcher over to you.
Move forward a little bit.
You can see what it looks to be some kind of a dining area. You see several individual tables have been kind of moved close to one another. You see 9 chairs that are around the actual tables themselves. Small stove in the corner, rusted to hell, as well as what looks to be a small table, as well as some containers containing what looks to be cheese, as well as some bags of flour and apples.
There doesn't seem to be anyone in here.
No.
Well, I assume not, but.
You do not immediately note anybody.
She doesn't have. Well. She'll peek under the, lean down and peek under the table just to make sure no one's hiding. Do you want me to roll perception or?
Sure.
Sure. Oh, that's a 19. 19 plus 2. 21.
Peering underneath the tables, you see scraps of food, dried bread, see a couple coins maybe. On top of the table, you see there's a pouch of coins at the far end, but you don't notice anybody in here.
She's not that greedy. She'll use her action to move back to her original corner.
Okay. You move back to your original spot. Asher, you're prone on the ground. You've been stabbed, but it looks like the fight over here has been won.
Also, I keep forgetting to add my +1 for my artificer. Yeah. Half my movement to get up. Yes. Fine. Okay. Sasha's gonna move. Oh, come on, game. Let me move him where he needs to go. Cool. Okay. So, not hearing anything else. So Asher is going to use. I'm going to use my my action for movement. See Granny coming that way. Anything that way?
Dining hall. No one's in there.
Got that. And then Asher's going to start moving back to the corner. And upon getting here, realizing that somebody's missing. Have you seen the rest?
No, she was watching that corner, but she must have went forward.
Asher will motion to be quiet and take a crouching stance around this corner. Because somebody's missing.
Okay.
I would shout Marco, but no. This isn't Gale, this is Asher.
Darius.
Take the shot, Piglet.
Pull the trigger, Piglet.
Okay, there's a door there. She's not gonna go into it.
Mm-hmm.
10, 15,
Damn it.
20, 25. That's the end of my movement. But she will crouch there and also hold an action to shoot again.
Okay.
I never said she was wise.
Unbeknownst to the rest of the party, Darius continue moving on further and further, all along the lonesome.
She should be wiser. She has a +2, but she's also endlessly curious, which is...
Curious and impulsive.
She's not impulsive. She's just curious. She is still preparing an attack and ducking.
Rod.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Everybody in this room is dead.
Dead,
or
unconscious.
Or a man tied to a chair.
Yep, you can see there is still a man tied to the chair. He is missing 2 fingers. And you can see the fingers. They are on the ground.
I have nothing I can do for him.
So do you want to move back, or do you want to move to one of these open doors?
Good question. I think this room over... This room got checked. Right?
Kaz did a very brief check for any enemies in here.
Okay.
But he was in the middle of combat. You didn't really have enough, in fairness to you, Jolly, you didn't really have enough time to do a proper search. Because there was a fight going on.
However, I would argue you are also an 18 intelligence character, and if you did not see her go in, it's easy to guess that there might not be anything in there.
Yeah, I mean, the door's open and nobody's freaking out about the door being open. So Rod's gonna be like, "You've got this handled? Good?" Okay.
Tana, Fizzy, Kaz, you guys have freedom to speak with Rod. Just keep it relatively brief.
Seems as such.
Good. And Rod's gonna turn around. 10, and hit here, and be like, danger, where?
Nothing back here. Darius went off on her own, I think, and Asher's looking for her.
Alright.
Hey,
What?
You know what makes it worse? I gave you my invisibility medallion, which Jo usually has on her for these situations.
So it's 10 feet. 15.
That's your movement.
Ash just waddles up behind a crouching Ash. Or like, what are we doing? Where are we going? Are we
Their house is missing.
hurt? Hurt? Probably fine though, right?
Probably. But we are going to still want to check.
Yeah.
Plus, there could be some cool shit down here.
Very cool stuff. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Asha has pinned exactly why Darius went off on her.
Cool shit. Cool shit.
Free shit.
And since there's nobody to attack, murder, kill, maim, that's it.
Okay, end of your turn.
Just a
Kaz.
movement. A conversation.
Castella,
Yes.
it's your turn.
I guess I'll free the guy. I guess right
Okay.
now.
Moving up to the man who's been tied up to the chair. You just use kind of like the closer edge of your rapier, and you just kind of cut loose the leather bonds that have been holding him on there. It really does look like someone just used a couple of leather belts to keep him in position. Looking over the man, you can make a medicine check if you want. That's up to you. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out this guy is in really bad shape. He is beaten and bloodied. And most notably of all, he has had 2 fingers cut off. They have been removed from his hand. He's looking pretty rough. He will need some kind of help.
Well, I'm not a doctor, so I'm gonna leave someone else to do that. I'm just gonna look around to steal. It's just kind of her thing right now.
It's what you do. Peering inside of this room. Actually, roll me a perception or investigation check. It's up to you.
Let me see. Both are not good, but let's see. No, that's a 6, so no.
That's a 6 total.
Yeah.
Well, you're not. Nothing immediately stands out to you about this room, but what you're looking at is a room where there's now an unconscious man who has a gun. You could probably sell the gun. But you also see what looks like a few smashed clay pots, and there's like a gray powder inside of them, and you're not really sure what that is.
I mean, does it smell like gunpowder or no?
It doesn't smell like gunpowder. It doesn't smell like much of anything, to be honest. It smells like something burnt, maybe, but like doesn't smell like gunpowder.
They probably might be urns of cremations, maybe. But I don't have a good score anyway, so I'm gonna check the other room.
You kind of think to yourself, this could be urns, and go, never mind, and you walk away. Peering into the other room, you see that it looks like some kind of an armory. There are, I should say, quite the assembly of various weapons that are inside this room. A lot of them are rusted. A lot of them look like they're in pretty bad shape, and that they've seen better days. But you can see that there is what looks to be a glass case that was smashed in this room.
That's weird.
It would take another perception or investigation check to look around.
Let me see. There's a 14.
It's a 14?
So... yeah.
Peering around the room, you can see immediately that the glass case, it looks different from what you're used to seeing. There is something odd about the glass. It seems thicker, and it looks like there's some kind of a tint to it. You without being able to like check for magic or really being more familiar with this, you're not You're not entirely sure what it is, but that's not normal glass. You know that for a fact. But peering around inside the room, you will find what looks to be a small leather case, about yay big. It is square in shape. It looks like it opens up on one side. And it resembles, at least to you, thieves' tools in a way.
It resembles thieves' tools?
At first glance, yeah. Opening it up, the tools look different. They're all tipped with blue crystalline structures, and some of the tools you can't really see how you'd ever put that into a lock without it breaking. It's odd, but it's something, all right.
I guess she'll just take it, but she doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, you don't really know what it is off the top of your head. Add unknown tool set to your inventory, please.
Okay.
And then aside from that, the room appears to be heavily composed of badly rusted weapons that would need quite a bit of TLC in order to be actually usable, or they could just be melted down for scrap. Either way.
You could just use it for Asher to use for scrap.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'll tell him that when I get out.
Okay. While Kaz has been peering inside that room looking for other things, Fizzy, what do you want it to do?
I would like to attend to the man.
Okay. Do you want to make a medicine check, or do you just want to heal with a spell?
I'm gonna make a medicine check. Can I get guidance on this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm better at medicine than I was before, so. Ooh, that's good. 17 plus 9, so 26.
26. He looks dehydrated. Probably fairly hungry. It looks like if he has been fed, it has been fed well. Looks to be an older man, 50s. Graying, sun-weathered. He has very rough-looking hands. And from what you can tell, it looks like they're heavily calloused. So he's either a farmer or a carpenter or someone else who works with their hands quite a bit.
I was gonna ask. As she's like doing the check, and she's like, "Are you the farmer?"
Folks call me Mahadigan.
Found you. Okay, good. Just as she's like healing him, she gives him like her like water skin for water. We'll feed you in a bit. I don't have food on me right now, but I can find food for you as soon as we get out of here. We're trying to clear out a little bit. Are you okay? I mean, you're not okay, but I think you're safe now. Safer than you were before.
Find my honey. Find her. Somewhere around here. I know she is.
Okay. Okay. Drink the water. I'm gonna go find her. And
Okay.
I'm gonna walk.
Okay. And you're going to heal him?
Do I have a healer's kit? I don't think I have a healer's kit.
I don't think you have a healer's kit.
I have to get that at some point. I don't have any.
I have something that can help.
Oh, God.
I mean, the other reason why I specifically picked cattails to harvest. Cattails, the fluff from the ends, were used to make gauze, essentially.
I was actually going to give him my healing potion. Just remembered I have that. I will give him the healing potion I have on me by one.
You hand him the healing potion, you get him to drink it. He looks significantly better. The opened wounds on the ends of where his fingers were will begin to mend over, becoming pink and fleshy. It would need some... To get them back, he'd need some magic. Which isn't impossible. You know that there are some spells that can help with that, but they can really only do small bits of pieces at a time.
I am doing what I can, which is potion, give him some water. I don't have good berry, or I would make him. I would have berries, but for now,
something's better than nothing. Okay, Tana.
I mean, she doesn't know much about the material plane, but forts seem like they'd be the kind of place to have secret passages or stuff hidden, and it seemed a bit strange that there was just this guy with a gun sitting in this closet. So she's gonna kind of check the nearby rooms, give them a cursory glance for, like, something out of the ordinary.
Hidden things. That'd be an investigation check.
Well, I only have a +1, but that was a nat 20.
Hey, there you go. You don't notice any hidden passages or hidden objects. But what you will note is that in one of the urns, you find the faint glint of gold, as you pull out what appears to be a gold tooth.
Not as such. Same thing, just gonna glance into, like, this room.
Nothing's hidden in here. I'll just give that to you.
Also, did the ashes seem fresh?
No, not at all. These are
like,
old
they're
ashes.
kind of clumped together.
Yep.
Alright. Wife's not here. Most likely further in. So, remaining movement. Action to dash. She's gonna start heading out. And
Okay.
just repeat to everybody in the hall. Wife's not there. We need to go.
Granny, you're up.
Let's see. Okay. She would kind of peek back into the Can you move, please? To the farmer, because I'm assuming she overheard everything. And she'll say, if you can get yourself over, at this hallway, turn right, there's a little dining room. You can get yourself some food. We're gonna find your wife. We'll be right back as soon as we can. And then go meet up with people.
Okay. So, Asher, what would you like to do?
So Asher is going to begin. We're going to start with one of those. Then one of those. Then one of these. Asher wouldn't be able to see Darius around that corner. Looks like just a wall. Asher is gonna go up to this door. We're gonna first check for traps and then slowly see if we can open the door. Well, check for traps, perception check, and then see if we can open this door and peek in this door.
Okay. Check for traps. That's an investigation check.
Investigation. That is... Ooh, an 11.
Okay. You don't notice any traps.
Okay. Perfect. And then we're gonna... Perception check. Ooh, much better. A 13 plus 0 for 13.
Okay. Ow. Sorry.
Do I hear anything?
Let me check. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 2, so yes.
Yeah.
You hear faintly from behind this door the rustling of several people, and you hear a very, like, a hushed voice go, "When do we go out? And another voice goes, "Not yet."
Would that have all... Do I have the opportunity to cast a spell?
If you so choose, yes.
Okay, cool. Asher is going to take just enough of a step back from the door, and Asher is going to cast sandbags right in front of the door. So there is cover, and Asher is going to crouch below them and have the shotgun ready to go. So that way, if somebody pops open this door and sticks their head over, it's just Asher's shotgun, and he can just immediately pull the trigger. And he's going to be
Okay.
kind of looking back to kind of motion for anyone like, there are people that way.
Okay. Asher, you set up a sandbag, effectively blocking half the door.
Mm-hmm. And I'm in full cover right now.
I wish I had a token for sandbags.
Yep.
We can make one.
I can.
And there's-
I probably should.
There's a little on top of the sandbags, by the way, because it does take a duck to cast a spell. There is a little clockwork duck that is walking up on top of the sandbags like a little sentry.
Does he have a little gun in his wing?
Yes.
No.
And he has a top hat. It's all like clockwork. Oh yeah.
Quack, 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 quack.
Mhm.
He's important.
He's not quacking right now because we're trying to be silent, but he is
That's
making
fair.
the quacking motion. Normally he does quack though.
Darius, you're up.
So, I'm gonna move 1 square forward, and since there's 2 ways, I'm gonna perception check instead of just walking forward and seeing. Because walking forward before, I could always back away quickly, but there are 2 ways.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm stressing Jill out a lot.
So much.
Everything happens so much.
That's a 7. I wish it had been a 1 so that this could at least set already.
You don't hear anything.
1 more step forward. Oh,
Okay.
You see that to the left of you, the hall that would have gone that way and gone further down has caved in. The stone and brickwork effectively ruined by either some seismic event or the actions of man. You're not sure which, but it has reduced this hall to rubble. Going through here would take quite a bit of time and quite a bit of effort.
I'm just gonna real quick check something.
Okay.
Inner monologue. Let me just check this really quick.
I'm trying to decide if that's high enough for her to stop.
No.
No.
Come on.
Yeah, that's fair. She's an investigator. There's a reason her throat got slit.
Yeah.
You and I both know it.
Yeah.
15, 20, 25, and just a peek. I can't peek around and go back this time. So she's just gonna crouch and wait with her
Okay.
gun ready.
You.
Because I could always use dash, but I would like to, have
You-
a prepared gun action so that way people can hear guns firing if she gets caught.
Yeah, that's fair. You hunker down and you wait. We are going to step out of initiative for a bit, and we are going to move into a point where we are effectively going to be splitting the party into 2. We are going to be splitting it into Darius and everybody else.
I'm so
So-
sorry, guys.
Everybody else. Rot, Tana, Granny, you guys have Kaz and Fizzy following up behind. They're coming up behind you. It's been effectively conferred to you and everybody else in this section of the party that Darius is not here right now. You don't know where Darius went. But you also all know the farmer's wife, she's not over there. She's somewhere else. So, what do you guys want to do? You don't currently know where Asher is, but it won't take very much to figure it out.
Like to do a survival check to see if I can figure out where Darius went.
You can make a survival check.
Okay.
Can I point one thing out?
Yes.
My nat 20 still carries over here, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, it does. I don't expect to get it, but
Still.
Sorry, bud.
Kaz,
just
is there anything
doing it.
you would like to try?
I mean, we would have tied up the ones that were incapacitated.
That is fair.
And we would have taken the weapons as well.
That's totally fair. So, in this case, I'll allow you to do one or two things. You can either have the weapons with you, which is fine. It wouldn't hurt anything. Or you can just say that you toss the weapons near back to the entryway, and just say they're over there. We'll pick them up on our way out. It's up to you. Okay.
I would have tossed it up in the entrance or
Okay.
where we came from.
You just kind of leave them back near the stairways. You'll pick them back up when you're done.
Yeah.
So, what do you five say amongst each other?
I rolled an 8 on the die, so no.
You don't know where Darius is.
Nope. No idea.
Well, I can tell you.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Yes, Jill, you go.
Well, I said go ahead.
Okay, never mind. Becca, you go.
Well, good. Again, he's just gonna say like, there's only really one direction she could have gone. Asher also went that way.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, never mind then.
Exactly.
Nice.
I was gonna be like, could Rot see Fizzy looking to try and track Darius in the one hallway?
Need I remind you 9 intelligence?
I know.
You literally double.
See, now, I went in a different direction. I was actually going to defend it. I was going to say, you guys did start off your adventures in a house that had hidden passages.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this doesn't seem like a hidden passage.
All right, it's also fair.
And also, Darius would brag about finding a hidden passage.
I hate that that's accurate.
She'd be like, look what I found with my special eyes.
She would have backtracked and went, I found a hidden room. Yeah. I'll give
She's
her
not
credit for
back
that.
yet, so she hasn't found anything, or she's dead.
No. She's brutal. Fucking brutal. Goddamn. Party of 5. What do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go?
Well, we're probably headed down the hall, but we'll probably stop when we see Asher.
Yeah. Move your
Crouching
tokens.
against some sandbags that now exist with a clockwork duck working above them.
Which...
So there is one problem. So Asher currently has essentially a mask, half mask over his face of cloth, a helmet on, and goggles, so you see no facial expressions. But Asher's going to be motioning like.
So you cannot see Asher's face. He is trying to convey this purely through hand motions.
Rot is gonna look at Asher and go,
Ew. I'm just letting them eat.
I hate that you pointed ears as point of Darius.
I'm going to point out this is going to be amazing on a podcast medium.
Yeah.
Special thanks to my two NBs who are trying to pantomime on a podcast.
You're welcome, audio listeners. That's why you tune in. We know. We love you.
the audio listeners, not pantomime. Is Darius in there?
When Asher went, no, there's a lot of chatter that way. They're trying to come out this way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Rock gets 2 thumbs up and then steps past Chana to go down this hallway.
I mean, there's something I can attempt. It wasn't lead that was the metal barring on the doors.
No.
So I can
It's
attempt.
iron, actually.
I can attempt to sense the thoughts of maybe not all of the creatures on the other side, but one of them at random.
That's fair. Roll me a d6.
And see if a 2.
A 2?
Yes.
And
And just try to determine if they're bandits or if they are other captured townspeople. And it also means I'll have to roll an insight.
Yep, roll me an insight check.
That is a 16 on the die plus 4 for a non-natural 20.
Okay. You will hear a voice go, "Join in," they said. "Have fun," they said. "Be part of a gang," they said. Yeah, this is all going so fucking well. I should have gotten out when the getting was good. But just my fucking luck.
Kind of whisper to Asher. Do you have anything to make your voice sound intimidating?
I have a gun. I have a very loud gun.
There's some bandits in there, but they're scared, don't know what to do. Could probably get them to surrender if you scare them enough.
Would you like me to try intimidating them?
And with that idea planted, Tana will move on
Okay.
towards where Darius and Rot went. Because
Okay.
she's no help with like the actual social skills. And also the bunny that is size small.
Yeah, not exactly intimidating. Okay. Rot and Tana, you two continue moving on, trying to catch up with Darius. We will get back to Team Not Darius, and we're going to move on to Team Darius. Darius, what would you like to do?
Character real quick. I would like to apologize for making probably the most curious character I could have made.
Hmm?
There's only one thing that overrides her curiosity. And unfortunately no one's there to trigger it.
I will also point out we have a kleptomaniac in the team, so
That's not what would trigger it. Jill and I talking quietly, Jill's already guessed what would trigger it. So
Death.
no. Wow.
well,
Anyway.
well, in a way.
Gonna keep. She's going slowly.
As you make your way further into this section of the hall, you realize that your Drow dark vision is effectively kicked in here. It's dark. Once you got past that corner, it went pitch black. Torches are out.
I'm gonna do one more perception check if you'll let me.
Okay.
Around this corner, because with it being dark, she doesn't want even though she can see, she doesn't want to risk something getting a drop on her.
That is fair. You can roll me.
20. Dirty 20 then. Whoa, you can pick up the die?
You can pick up the dice. What the fuck?
Sorry, I right clicked to try to move my screen and it.
Wow.
That's awesome.
You can indeed pick up the dice, as you guys have just learned.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Christ.
So Connor, dirty 20?
Dirty 20. With a dirty 20, you will hear just the faintest sound of someone breathing, but you can't really place where it is. Not 100%. Well, it sounds like it's coming from up ahead, but you hear one person breathing. They sound maybe a little panicked.
Darius is gonna keep crouched and hold an action there.
Okay.
Because she doesn't know if someone's gonna come around that corner, and hearing someone, she wants to wait just in case.
Okay. Tana and Rot, you two continue making your way down the hall. To the left of you, you can see that there is very clearly a caved-in hallway. No getting through there, not anytime soon.
Tana is going to stealth because whether or not Darius is there, if Darius is there, don't want to blow her. Stealth. If she isn't there, don't want to walk into a trap.
Also fair.
Same roll as before, 12 plus 6. For
18.
18.
You have
Uh,
a choice. You can stealth now, or you can use the glass medallion and go invisible and stealth.
I don't even know if Rod would stealth.
That's fair.
It's up to you, dude.
Because in Rod's mind, there's no blood anywhere.
That's also true.
Darius hasn't been in a fight.
You would have had gunfire.
She's boot scoot boogieing.
And
You know?
Tana would go back and say, I can't see around the corner. Too dark.
Oh yeah, Tana doesn't have dark vision.
Oh, sorry. Come in.
Literally, vision cuts off like a slant there.
Tana looks back at Rod and goes, Rod! I can't fucking see!
I think you can get where the Watcher is, no problem.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, gaze with your special eyes.
My brand.
Rod hits the corner and just points.
To be fair, you do see her crouched with a gun in her hand.
Rod points and then turns to Tana and goes,
One of them is not being stealthy, so Darius, you can tell, hey, Rod's here.
Tana would be like right behind, so
Rod will then immediately, seeing Darius crouching, is gonna try to like imitate the crouch. Like you're down.
I have a question. Do you drip down the hallway?
Am I still dripping?
Yep.
How long has it been? I'm still dripping.
You're still dripping.
I'm dripping.
Okay. As you get closer, she'll say, I can hear breathing. It sounds like only one person, but I can't be sure.
Since I've effectively broken up combat, I am allowing it. So do not worry. So what do you guys want to do?
Let's go boogieing down the hall. I feel bad because Tana can't see.
If Tana wants, Tana can get on Darius' shoulders,
well,
since Darius can see.
also Rod can summon dancing lights at any time, so we can just theater of mind that I can see.
But also summoning dancing lights in a pitch dark hallway would alert
very
anyone
noticeable.
in the hallway. I think Rot will like hold out the end of the scarf that he wears around his waist and is like,
That's
I'll lead you, let's go.
I'll follow,
pop
and
dancing.
since I won't be able to
I will move
really,
you.
since I won't be able to really catch things coming or fight immediately, instead any end of turn, Tana will just be doing perception.
Okay.
Now that Darius is not alone, she will begin to push forward.
Okay.
When the time comes, please know I will cast dancing lights for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not right this second. It's so dark.
I'm just gonna.
Darius,
A door.
you guys see that there is a rusted metal door closed at the end of this hall.
You already know what I'm gonna do, Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Kick it. I'm just
No, I'm gonna listen at the door, and then I'm kicking it.
kick it.
He says the FBI.
Because if there's
FBI,
someone,
hold up!
because if there's someone on the other side of the door kicking it, will discombobulate them for a second.
I was gonna say I don't think you can kick the door open.
No, I'm not that strong.
Baby legs.
I'm not Mercy anymore.
It's like when you clap really loudly next to someone's ear.
Okay. Perception
Right.
check.
Exceptional.
I also know we have real dice, but I've been rolling so shit on the real dice, I don't want to risk it.
Fair enough.
That's a 13.
You can still hear them. You think maybe it's female?
Cool. And at this point, Darius is gonna stand up to full height, look back, and she's gonna push open the door. I was gonna say kick it, but I don't want to hurt her. It's like low kicking a door.
Okay. You push open the door. And inside, Darius and Rot, you will see that bound by chains, pinning her up against the wall, there is what appears to be an older woman, 40, looks like mid-late 40s. She is alone in a pitch black room.
Cool. Second I realize there's no baddies in here and there's just a woman by herself, terrified looking. Darius is charging forward.
Rot, sensing that a 6-foot something drow charging towards you in the dark is kind of scary for somebody who can't really see in the dark, probably. Rot's gonna step in and get in here and do dancing lights.
Okay. You step inside and do dancing lights. I will quickly do that.
And sensing that there's a 6-foot drow woman rushing in and a person in a mask who is dripping, suddenly illuminating, Tana is immediately gonna go, "You okay now? Your husband has already been saved.
Darius does put away her gun as she comes in for efforts.
Tell us, are you hurt?"
You guys will immediately see an individual who is very much trying to become familiar with the situation very quickly, because you can realize that they have been alone in this dark room for quite a while. Their eyes dilate immediately among seeing the bright lights, and they seem initially surprised and scared, and then they will begin to they will kind of look at you and start to talk.
I'm working on the chains as we do this.
Thank you. Thank you. You can make a check to deal with the chains. Do you have
Are
thieves'
they
tool?
locked?
Yes.
Yeah, I have thieves' tools.
Yeah, they're locked. You only need thieves' tools.
Hold on. I don't think I have them in my quick picking list. Because I have them on my sheet, but not as an item.
Mhm.
So what is that stat-wise?
It is a dexterity check, proficiency.
Okay, just add 2 to this.
Okay.
When I'm done. But, no.
So 10.
Just sigh.
Working on the lock, you're not having very much in the way of luck. Bless you.
She'll try again, but I know it's gonna take a minute, so...
Mhm. You begin to work away at the lock, alone in this dark room. Asher, Granny, Kaz, and Fizzy. What do you guys want to do?
If you want, I can try to intimidate them.
If you think you would be good at this, I will give you a shot first.
I've been known to be scary in my time.
Have at it.
Okay. Does the door swing inwards or outwards? Can you tell from the hinges?
It would swing inwards towards them.
Because that way you can barricade it from
Exactly.
Well. Why can't I see down this hallway?
Because it's dark.
I think I have a torch.
Okay.
Let me double. Yeah, I have torches.
Okay.
She'll light a torch because
Not
it's
do
not
so-
gonna be very intimidating if I kick open a door and can't see, and I'm like,
There's a lit torch on the wall as well.
It doesn't go down the hallway. I just
You-
moved.
But you could take it and
Yeah, you could do that. You could also do
sure.
that.
I'll just take it, but actively still have a torch. And she's gonna motion Asher to stand to the side. And
Asher will do
basically
so.
draw her gun and basically kind of kick the door in and start shouting. Trying to be like as
What-
intimidating and like big as possible.
What do you want? What do you say to them?
She's just like, everyone get down or I'm taking you out, or we're taking you out, just like your friends. I wish I had.
Move closer.
the-
I will move. Forgive me, Kaz and Fizzy.
Fizzy.
I do.
Unless you want to meet your maker.
All right.
For point of order, Asher is crouched with his gun on top of the sandbags, looking in, and the first person he sees, if they don't drop their weapon immediately, he's taking a shot.
That's fair. You guys have all piled up in the short hallway, and Granny, you kick the door open and begin waving the pistol around and threatening people. I'm going to need you to make an intimidation check.
Could I encourage you for advantage because
I would have advantage. I would grant you advantage just because of the situation that Asher has put this into, where he has literally set up a barricade in front of the door with a shotgun pointed directly in.
There is a active firing position that is now in front of this door that wasn't there when they closed it.
Yep.
you get me not dice? Don't do me wrong.
Nat 20 or nat 1. I want one of the extremes.
It's a nat 20.
Is it really?
I'm not even gonna roll again. I can't beat that. Let me double check my score just to like add it together. Nat 20, yeah, plus 4, so 24.
Okay. In that case, Costella, Fizzy, Asher, you all watch as Granny changes in stature. She goes from a meek-looking old woman to setting her shoulders back very quickly and standing up straighter, and then she kicks the door open like a woman who has done this before. And then she just points her gun as soon as she can and starts pointing at people and just starts screaming, "Get on the fucking ground!" And you watch as a room of 6 armed men, all of whom were ready to fight, begin putting their weapons down on the ground and getting onto their knees and putting their hands up above their head, as an entire room of people immediately starts to surrender.
Yeah!
Oh yeah. At that point, Asher's gonna drop dismiss the spell and start walking in and start collecting, like kicking weapons like off to the corner, just so that way they're not in. We're gonna force them all. Let me go in so I can mark it all into this far corner over here.
Tie him up too.
Yeah, like
tie 'em
I was
up.
gonna say, Granny's going in with like she's still kind of keeping her gun trained, but she's gonna motion to the others to start tying them up.
Kaz, Fizzy, you two have entered into the room as well. Is there anything particular you two would like to do immediately?
Tie up and knock them out.
All right, that's totally fine. Hold on, wait, that second part actually. Wait. So knock them out. Are you just gonna like put the rope around their neck and just start pulling?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Bonk them with
Alright, you know what? Fair.
I can
I'm
bonk
not
them with my
killing them. I'm knocking them unconscious.
That's totally fair. Still, goddamn.
I can bonk him with my stick. I'll bonk him with my stick to knock him out.
You don't have. Okay.
Yes, Chase.
Is there one of these individuals that looks like they are in charge?
No one here looks like they're in charge, to be honest with you. But there's one guy who definitely looks to be different from the rest. You see that when everybody else got on their knees, he got to a sitting position and like put his back up against the burning fireplace you can see in the corner of this room. And wrong character, Kaz, and Fizzy, you guys can see that it's this fellow. He's wearing a blue set of clothes. He looks a little odd as appearances go. You can see there's this kind of like the scaly growth that's going up along his neck, kind of like brassy in coloration, and he has like this odd changing tint to his skin towards the very tips of his fingers that have like this black. His nails are like jet black, but they seem pointed in a way. And you see he's raising his hands just like the rest. And he's just kind of shaking his head to himself. Not at you, not at the situation. You can tell he's just kind of like, this is stupid. I shouldn't have done this.
Asher is going to move him off to the side to start a conversation and go, "Gus, if you would, please feel free to relieve any of these other gentlemen of any possessions that they have."
Okay. I will do so.
In that case, while Kaz is knocking people unconscious and tying them up
And stealing their shit.
and stealing their
Yeah.
shit, brutal. Asher,
They
you
fucked
can
up.
pull this man aside.
All right.
I will put
Okay.
these men over here because they're gonna go to night land.
You know what? They're going to get out of this and they're going to be not only breathing, but they're going to have a story and a chance to redeem themselves. I feel like this is the best possible outcome, seeing as they didn't get filled with, stab wounds and
I am
bullets.
inclined to agree.
Yeah.
But it's still scary as shit.
Yep.
They
started it.
It's true. Fizzy, what did you want to do? Because I can't recall if you answered or not.
I was gonna help Kaz, but I think Kaz has got it. I'd actually like to go with Asher. Or,
Okay.
I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna vibe check this dude.
Mhm.
Okay. You head off with Asher. How far aside are you pulling him, Asher? Are you pulling him out of the room?
No, this is a big enough room, and it looks like it's contained, and we haven't. To Asher's mind, he hasn't cleared the other hallway. He just knew the others went down there, and I don't want something that it. For all we fucking know, there's a dragon down there, and it ate them, and it's coming for us. I at least want a door.
Yeah.
So Asher's gonna sit the gentleman over on that bed where Fizzy's at.
You see, this is a room full of bunk beds, essentially.
Okay.
About 20 of them.
Asher's gonna motion for Fizzy to sit next to the guy, just to keep him honest. Asher's gonna pull the goggles up and pull the mask down, so that way the guy can see his face.
Okay. By the way, while we're having this conversation, Kaz, do me a favor. Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Continue, Jace.
18. Oh, wait, plus. Is it -1? Is that wisdom, right?
No, it's intelligence.
Oh, it's intelligence? No, it's just a 0, so yeah, 18.
Okay. Jace?
Bonjour. Asher Irons. And your name?
I just know myself as Adam. That's the only name I go by.
Adam. A very good name. We do not all need a family name. You look, at best, nonplussed with your situation.
I'm not surprised.
Not a
It was
very good
going to
idea.
go poorly.
Mm-hmm. Was this, I'm assuming by the look, this was not your idea?
No. Not at all.
Whose idea was it?
It was mob rule, effectively.
Mob rule
Someone gave us an idea, and everybody else thought it was a good idea, so they went along with it.
Mm-hmm. What was this idea?
Well, the idea got passed along to us by someone in the family, and the idea was to take a couple of farmers hostage to attract the attention of some adventurers. Now, adventurers have money, sure. Adventurers are also dangerous. I realized that was stupid, but can't exactly have one person saying no while everybody else says yes. I went along with it.
I'm debating whether I want to do this because, yeah, no, Fizzy would do it. Why do you look weird?
I don't know.
You don't know what afflicts you.
It's not an affliction. I don't think it is.
That is good at the very least. That means there will be answers. Is this something that you are currently looking for?
Answers?
In terms of answers?
No, I'm looking to live.
This is a good call. A couple questions about this whole thing, and then we have a couple questions for. Well, at least I have a couple questions for you. Fizzy, you can feel free to ask any questions that you have.
I also have questions, yes.
I
But
would
you-
believe it. A very inquisitive mind, this one. So this idea, did you meet the person? Did you meet them in person, or was it more a case of they dropped something to you at a specific spot to give you this idea?
We met him in person, but the guy didn't let us see his face. You
Mm.
can tell it's a guy. I heard the voice, but didn't see the face. Wore a pinkish red cloak. Had a sword on his back. That's about the best I got.
Pinkish red cloak. Tall or short?
Fairly tall.
Tall. Older or younger sounding, any sort of accent at all?
Younger sounding. No real accent.
What
There's
color was the
nothing.
cloak?
Pinkish red.
Pinkish.
Pinkish red? Okay, I'm sorry. I zoned out.
That is fine. The inquisitive mind. We need to make sure she knows everything. And a sword on the back.
Connor, this sounds like the guy I saw, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
This sounds almost exactly like the guy that you guys saw. And Kaz,
Yay!
because you're kind of passively paying attention to this, Castella, describing a man in a pinkish red cloak, carrying a sword on his back. Sounds like a guy, no real distinct accent. That sounds almost exactly like the guy that killed Ruben.
I thought his coat was maroon
It was mahogany colored,
or mahogany.
but if you are
Okay.
not someone who pays attention to colors like I do,
Mhm.
to you, it just looked like pinkish red.
Okay, that's fair.
Did this gentleman go by any sort of name or any sort of title at all?
No.
Mysterious man number one. Got it? Did he offer any sort of payment, or was this just something that he gave you? Hey, this is a good idea. Go ahead and do this thing.
He gave us the idea because apparently it was something that was free game.
So the usual, hey, this man offers a reward with no catch, coming from a mob family. This is probably stupid, but I cannot go against the people who are helping me survive. I think I understand your predicament.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna try to argue that I need to talk to 21 different people, all of whom are armed and have guns or swords, and I need to try to tell them that this is stupid, be my guest.
You are talking to someone who deals with many customers who are asking him for impossible things on a regular basis. I can understand. What sort of magic talents? What is it that you do?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can do magic.
Ah,
Long.
Huh?
Can I vibe check this dude?
Sure, be an insight. While you are vibe checking this man, Castella,
Yeah.
looking around this room and digging through everybody's pockets, because that's what you're going to do,
Yep.
you will find that there's a very large quantity of money that each of these men are carrying, which, to be honest with you, I'm not even going to bother saying the number. I'm just going to put it in chat at some point.
Okay.
You will also note that there are various other trinkets and other strange objects that are found throughout the room. A bag of pretty-looking gems. Some of them look to be maybe semi-precious, but a lot of them are just kind of like very neat-looking rocks, like lapis lazuli. You could probably sell it, but not really what someone would call a precious stone. You won't be able to sell it for like 100 gold per rock.
Mm,
But it's a nice little baggie. And again,
Okay.
I'll write that down for you in a bit.
thanks.
But
Uh,
what you will note are two things. One, someone appears to have a scroll on top of this bunk bed. It's put just up out of sight. And two, there appears to be a chest that is inside that pile of scrap wood and other material, and there's very clearly a very nice lock on it. It's not open. There's a chest just sitting there.
Okay. I think I'll walk over. Well, pick up the scroll as well.
Yep.
And then I'll head over to where the chest is under a bunch of What is it? A pile of wood?
It's just wood. Like it looks like broken furniture, chairs, support bars, stuff like that. It's just junk, essentially.
Okay. Like she's not gonna bother looking at the scroll. She kind of just takes it.
Okay.
So she takes that. I'm just gonna head over to the chest hidden underneath here. Is it a simple lock or is it a harder lock?
It looks to be a complex lock. So it is a complicated lock, just like the one that was back in that alchemy lab. It is also, unfortunately, covered under a bunch of heavy wood.
I mean, I can just toss it out. I can move it.
Yeah, it's just a matter of moving it.
Okay. Do I need to roll any strength or?
Yeah, just make me an athletics check if you'd be so kind.
Okay. That's not good. I need to check my athletics. 5 plus 4, so it's a 9.
There's a 9.
Yeah.
You start.
Her?
Yes, you
Wait.
can. You can give her assistance, and you can do the roll because I have a feeling you have a higher athletics than she does.
I actually only have a +2.
Oh, really?
Because I'm proficient in it, but I'm not actually that strong.
Ooh.
Kaz,
Good-
strongest person in the party.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
really?
Yeah.
I
Apologize.
You
I just
you
rolled
see, I
fives.
I
Oh.
had perfectly average stats, and I didn't put them in strength because I needed everything else.
Okay.
Kaz,
Um,
strongest person in the party.
In that case,
She's an old lady.
Kaz, if you'd like, you can re-roll.
Okay. That's a bit better. 13 plus 4, 17.
Okay, that's actually quite a bit better.
Okay.
You begin to heft off the large chunks of wood and other various broken things, and you manage to expose this very nice chest, to be honest with you. Compared to everything else that you've been seeing here, this chest is in pretty great shape, actually. The metal doesn't look like it's rusted at all. The wood doesn't show any signs of scratching or scoring. It's in amazing shape.
Okay. I'm assuming I have to do the pick lock mini
It will.
again.
This will be the mini game, my buddy.
I hate odd numbers so much.
Don't worry, this one is actually a less difficult mini game. So let me pull up the rules for you again.
Okay.
I will paste it in the Dicefunctional Discord.
Is it only a 2-tumbler one?
This is only going to be a this is a simple complicated lock. So you have 2d6, your DCs are lower, it's easier for you to do.
Okay. So...
And what you need to do, roll 2d6, and you need to get either 2 of a kind or a run. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, something like that, or 2 of the same number.
So 2d6.
Yep, it's 2d6.
Okay. Let's try 1.
Perfect.
Immediate.
Got him one! Damn!
She's thinking about that last lock that gave us so much trouble. She's like, "You're not doing this to me again, motherfucker."
Kaz is just like, not again.
Pure spite.
Nicely done.
Actually, you kind of like, you're like chatting with this guy, and you kind of look over and you see, oh, looks like Kaz is dealing with another one of those difficult locks. You might need to bring out one of your. Never mind, she did it. All right.
Good job, Castella. Excellent.
And Castella, you will find inside of this box, you will note that there is a nice leather bag inside of this chest, with a brass clasp on it. But there's also what looks to be an arm, or the remains of an arm.
Oh no.
Is it bloody?
Well, it would be if it hadn't effectively mummified. The hand and arm looks like they've been effectively ripped off at the elbow, and then it just dried up. And it's just in here. And you can see on the bag, on the very top of it, like someone grabbed the top of it, there's a bloody handprint that's dried onto the bag.
a bloody handprint on the bag?
Yes.
Asher's
on a
gonna.
second.
Yeah.
Actually, Jace, just give me a second. Yes, yes.
This is gonna be an awful joke, so this will be quickly. Which arm is Asher missing?
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing.
You know, this is awkward, but I've actually been looking for that.
It is a right hand.
This is the one that Asher is missing, so it is perfect. I could probably use that as a spell.
Ew, no.
No.
I'm sorry.
Jace.
Sorry, go on.
Asher is gonna look at this gentleman. If you would be so kind as to ask my inquisitive friend, answer my inquisitive friend's questions, I will be right back in one moment. Costello, if you would give me just a moment. Asher is going to ritually cast Identify on this entire thing.
Cool.
Because Asher, one, does not trust the fact that this chest is not matching anything in the background, like not matching anything that's been in here. And two, there's a fucking mystery here that we gotta figure out.
Do you think it might be a curse item?
It might be cursed, it might be trapped. Have you heard of a mimic?
I don't know if she would. Hang on, let me roll.
Yeah, fair enough.
14 minus my intelligence is so bad, actually.
You know what?
No,
I'm
it's
gonna.
not.
I would say with a 14, since you are a rogue, I will say yes. You've heard of them because you don't want to come across one.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but it didn't bite me when I opened it. So
It did not.
yeah.
I have never run into one personally. I do not know how good they are at hiding things. I just want to make sure if that is okay with you.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Cool.
Okay. I will say, I will say the 10 minutes pass, and we'll get back to you guys interrogating in a bit, because also, in fairness, we're going to bring the rest of the party over here, because you guys are going to eventually rescue the lady. Your investigation, actually, you'll have to roll investigation, remember?
Yes. Yep. So I'm waiting on. What is it when I cast Identify? What do I get
Plus
in
10.
addition? Plus 10? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
and you'll actually be rolling 2.
Okay, cool. So first one is 8 plus my 6 for 14 plus 10 for 24 total on the crate.
Okay.
And then my second one, infinitely better. That's a 15 plus 6 for 21 plus 10 for 31. On the bag.
31. What you will find is that the bag is a bag of holding.
Beautiful.
To us early in this campaign, Connor.
Yeah.
We need it.
And what you will also find is that the chest is also magical. That is a displacement chest.
Hmm?
It is bound to another chest somewhere in the world, and whenever you put something inside of this chest and then close the chest, provided that the other one is also closed, whatever's in here will reappear in there.
So it's also someone else's chest somewhere?
Someone else has the other chest. You don't know where.
Someone's bag.
That explains the arm.
It would. We are keeping this bag of holding. Actually, with it being a bag of holding, Costello, would you mind turning it inside out over there in the corner?
Inside out?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you turn this inside out, it dumps all the contents onto the ground, and we can see what all is in there, and if there's anything worth keeping,
Oh.
or if the rest of this gentleman exists in this box, in the bag of holding.
You know, that's fair. Okay, I will. I will listen to Asher by turning the bag.
Okay,
Inside out.
we'll get back to that in just a moment.
Mhm.
Other team.
We are taking the chest.
Oh, I figured.
Yep.
Should we take a break?
Hold on. Yes, we're gonna take a brief break right now, about 5 minutes, because I need to use the restroom, like a lot. So, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back, okay, guys?
We will do that. Think with us. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. And you'll see what's all in there. And we're back.
Darius, Rot, and Tana. You guys are inside of this room where it appears that the farmer's wife has been bound using manacles to the wall. Currently, Darius, you're attempting to unlock and free this woman from her imprisonment. Darius?
Do I have to roll again?
Yes.
You can do it.
We'll see.
Believe
I
in
can
you.
only give you more support.
So 16. No, 18.
18.
Plus 2. And
Much
then
better.
-1.
You will feel the lock click. It opens up, and the farmer's wife comes free.
She comes down, Darius is rubbing her wrist to try to get some feeling back in them.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
Move quietly out of this room. I don't know if the rest of them have already dealt with the others. I know that they've already gotten your husband. I didn't see anything beyond the fact that they got to the room with him, and should be okay.
Rod is nodding.
Thank God.
His Benil body has a few injuries.
But he'll be okay, correct?
Darius is looking at the other two because she wasn't in that room.
Wait, which 2 fingers on what hand?
Right hand, these two.
He might not be able to do much farming.
What happened in there?
You know how like there's like garden shears?
Yeah? Is he left or right-handed?
He's left-handed.
Which hand was it on?
Which hand was it on? I can't remember 5 seconds ago.
Right hand.
Right hand?
So the right hand.
Oh, so he still has his dominant hand.
Yeah, he's fine. He's gonna be fine.
He can still write stuff.
Okay. He, as long as he's okay. As long as he is fine, that is fine. That is fine.
Yeah, he's not dead. He'll make a recovery. Come on, let's go.
I'll bring it to him. And then looking to Darius, perhaps you
Alright.
should make sure that
Add one farmer's wife to your party. I've deleted her from the screen.
To your inventory?
Yep.
Or just
perhaps you should make sure Ash is not cause a lot of trouble.
Oh God, Asha. Yep. I'm going. Congratulations, you found Deus's trigger word that will make her stop investigating. It's the dumb fuck that she's trying to take care of.
Darius is sprinting at Mach speed.
Well, Krana's moving the Watcher, so I'm just following the Watcher.
Yeah, I have to wait because
Yep.
fuck me, I guess.
It's like when you have
Oh God, I put Rot into the
Parent.
void.
when you have a
Yeah.
parent or like a babysitter or something, and you're in the grocery store and it's like overwhelmed with this list of stuff, and it's like, so about your kid.
I have met
My baby.
I have met Ash's parents, so yeah.
Darius, Rot, and Tana, you all, with the farmer's wife in tow, begin hustling your way over to where the other party should be. There, you see that everything appears to be very much under control.
I'd actually bring the wife to the farmer first.
That's fair. You bring the wife to the farmer, and they are reunited. They will embrace one another. And the wife immediately begins to worry and dote on her husband, getting him to sit down and try to clean up the wounds as best she can. But they've already been healed, so there's not much else to be done. But
Some alone time as well.
you guys then make your way over to the rest of the party, where you can see that Asher and Kaz appear to be investigating a leather bag with a bloody handprint on it. Nope, keep talking.
What did y'all find?
Bag of
How did-
holding. Bag of holding. This is a this is a displacement chest. There's another end to it, but we're going to just take the chest for now. Rod, this individual over here has a patron of some sort that they do not know. If you would like to continue the conversation with them, please feel free to do so. These other individuals over here have very smartly surrendered themselves to Granny, who made sure that they did not lose their lives in the process. And Castella is in the process of turning this bag inside out, so that way we may see what everything else is.
Asher?
Where?
That was a lot very quickly.
You wanted to know what was going on. I figured to give it to you as quickly as possible.
There. Found the wife. Tana took him over. She's fine.
Fantastic.
Great.
I left you guys alone for 5 minutes.
Oh,
Wait.
we took
Yeah,
care of
about
it. Don't you
that.
worry.
What?
Let's not do that.
I was investigating.
Not gonna
Yeah,
tell
it's like-
Darius. It was-
Darius. I am going to side with my friend here. He is correct. You might want to make sure at least someone is with you or knows where we are going. We are part of a group now.
I need to roll to see if Darius would say this out loud. If she has enough wisdom
Please
to not.
do. I want it.
No, she doesn't. She's gonna go, I've always investigated by myself. I will not go that far, but I will continue to do my job.
You can do your job, but at least let the rest of us know where you are.
Literally the least you could do.
You guys were busy.
I wasn't.
Can I tell you the unfortunate thing? That is actually, you know how everyone puts a little bit of their character into something?
Uh-huh.
That is a trait I have. I will
Mhm.
wander off by myself in the middle of something.
Jolly,
Gee, I wonder why.
check your messages.
No, I know. I saw it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Castella, if you would be so kind, let us see what is in this bag.
Okay. So she pulls the bag inside out.
Okay.
And I don't know what's gonna happen.
You turn the bag inside out, and you watch as the room explodes with various objects that begin emitting out of nowhere from the bag itself. And you all realize with horror as it appears to be numerous dried and desiccated bodies and body parts.
What the fuck?
You know, I made the joke that the rest of this man was in a bag. I did not know I would be correct, okay?
I mean, we can burn the bodies at the fireplace over there.
Asher's pulling the
Rod
thing
starts-
over his face just in case it starts to smell.
No, Rod is stopping that, and Rod is touching the corpses to see how fucking old they are.
That's a good idea.
Jesus.
Okay.
She was just, Darius was just trying to not burn the bodies. Rot was trying to identify them.
May I point out something to you guys? It is not just one body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Touching the
This
corpses.
is several corpses.
This is gonna sound morbid. Any heads or identifiable features?
There are heads
Because they're
and
dental
there.
records.
Are they corpses or are they pieces of corpses?
They are corpses and pieces of corpses.
As Rot's doing that, Darius is
Hold on, I just heard a quiet from Joey.
No, that's what cats would react like.
Ah!
uh,
Sick. Anyway.
Interesting.
as Rot starts. God, this is weird.
So, Rot, you begin to lay your hand upon the bodies, and you will find that all of them are about 50 years old.
Oh my God, it's not recent.
Why have there been bodies in this bag for 50 years?
50 years.
50 years!
What? Wait, we live in a country with a lot of elves. That's not as
Alright.
long as we would like it to be.
Taras,
For corpses.
What?
50 years ago, was there some sort of serial killer that went missing? You are someone who knows a bit about the law locally. I'm guessing Asher probably couldn't recall. That's 20 years before his time.
You
right?
were
20
alive.
plus, yeah.
This was still under the surface, but she did have a mentor when she was like 50 who was around the surface, so.
Our
Would
Granny.
corpses?
It would be a history check from you, Becca. It'd be a history
Yeah.
check from you, Darius.
You
Um,
didn't say this was an elven
Might have
fort.
heard some.
It was.
Mhm.
By the way, Fizzy or anybody else who cares to, you can do medicine checks on the bodies.
Yeah, Fizzy will, but also Fizzy has been next to like Adam like this whole time, like chatting with him.
As you and Adam are just chatting, you see that Adam has stopped mid-conversation as he's like gesticulating. He just looks over and sees the bodies exploding and flying everywhere. He just like halts midway through conversation.
Yeah, no.
Yes, Jess.
And the other old elf that, was living in this country
Fuck,
50
I didn't
years
think
ago.
of that. Yes.
Dude, guess I'll go fuck myself.
I
I
Yeah,
forgot how old you
I
are.
don't even have eyes, man. Fuck that.
I forgot how old you were. I'm sorry.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
unfortunately,
rolling
Asher wouldn't
history,
know that
I would
information,
not
so-
know.
Oh, neither was
don't have
Fizzy,
that.
so
Yeah.
Fizzy will focus on.
Nope.
No, Garrison.
Nope.
For the record, I rolled a 15 plus 1.
I played that I was still underground.
Okay.
I gossip. That's what's happening.
None that you really know of. None that disappeared. There ones that got caught, sure, but none that like vanished. Nothing like that. And Cody, what Tana will note is that the bodies are all different races. You see one half orc, one human, one elf, one high elf, one wood elf. You see one individual that appears to be dwarven. But the most notable thing you will note is that every body that is complete, of course, was killed in the same way. It was a very swift and very brutal twist at the head. You can see that one of the vertebrae around their cervical area is crushed. It is split in two. Something twisted their heads hard.
Never mind my medicine check. Okay.
Oh, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 21.
Oh, sorry, you rolled the same. In that case, you would note the same thing.
Okay.
I apologize. I didn't hear you.
I didn't get a chance to say it before you started telling it.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
get a chance. It's fine.
A point.
You're also sitting away from your mic, Michelle. Lean in, my friend. Don't be afraid to be loud.
Yeah, usually.
Just be louder. Come on.
I can always
Hey,
adjust the volume.
It's okay.
the
I'll be
volume.
myself. It's fine.
Pump up the volume.
I'm trying to
point
not
of
be annoying.
reference.
Yes.
What did you say? Like different barriers than just no rhyme or reason, or different as in every single one is unique. There are no two of any single race.
There are no two of any single race.
That seems more intentional.
And you said I didn't note anyone who had vanished, but did I note any serial killers who caught 50 years
Caught?
ago? Yeah.
Like one or two, maybe. They use weapons, though.
Okay.
Yes.
As people are done looking through the body parts, Darius is going to start putting the right parts with each other to try to. It sounds a lot more morbid than it is. That's not what she's doing.
It's
She's
what a
doing it
coroner
so
would
that
do.
way they can be buried together properly.
Well,
Yeah. You're not building a Megazord out of dead bodies.
No, I'm trying to be respectful.
it's
Okay.
Elden Ring.
I don't want to make Voltron.
If well, I wouldn't know anything about this. Never mind. That was before I was even born.
Okay. So, Tana, you have a bag of holding.
To be fair, we'll just say the entire group has and will establish this character will hold it for this part if we are splitting up.
Yeah,
If we aren't splitting up, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's also perfectly fair. So, Fizzy, you rolled an insight check on Adam a little while ago before
I
things got a
did.
little sidetracked.
I did, in fact, do that. Yes.
Adam appears to be a fairly straight shooting individual.
Mm-hmm.
He is not pleased by the situation, probably for a mixture of reasons. One, he got caught. That of course, is part of the reason. But also on another level, he realized this was never going to go well. He had enough foresight to realize this is stupid. This was just a really stupid idea. On top of that, you will note when the body parts suddenly appear, Adam doesn't seem pleased by this at all. He seems more than just a little bit distressed by the body parts that have effectively flown everywhere now.
People would be sort of disquieted by that thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to ask him something, which was...
Yes.
This is gonna be a really weird question, but, you seem to have memory issues? How far back do you remember?
I don't have memory issues.
No, okay.
No. I don't have any memory.
Okay.
And Rot, I will say you're kind of walking up as they're starting to talk about this.
Wiping their hands.
Yeah.
On their jacket.
The,
Like, easy.
the question is, how much of it is still the drip stuff? So you just
Wiping drip.
I will also point out, Rot, your finger bones are now officially exposed up to about the first segment.
That's a problem for later.
But yeah, Adam will continue on. I don't have any memory issues. I can remember what I need to.
I only have the one name. And... there was something.
I only have the one name because I don't know my parents.
Oh.
I decided my name for myself because I don't have parents.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know that happened. What
do you mean you don't know how that? You don't know that happened? Of course it happens.
Well,
where I'm
hi, Rot. Sorry, Fizzy. She's not from around here. She's from. It's different. She's a lot.
special.
She's darling.
She was raised communally.
Very
Got
odd
it.
Community.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you if I did.
No, you didn't offend me. You just confused me.
I do that to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Apparently. From
Really,
what I've
that's
heard.
got it.
It's very sweet. Very kind.
I love that he mouthed weird at you.
No, I actually mouthed okay, like a man who's kind of exasperated.
That is my goal in life, is to exasperate every single character I come across.
You were taken in as an orphan by the mob, were you not?
No, not by the mob, not by the family. I wasn't that lucky. No, I'm just.
Late in life.
I survived. I needed to live, I needed to make money, and I did what I had to. Simple as that. Yes, Darius. Oh, sorry?
I'm cracking my neck at the moment. I have a thought, but it's waiting.
Okay.
Rosh is gonna lean forward and be like, I don't want to be too forward, but similar colored hands. That's kind of funny. Also, not to freak you out, the last time I ran into somebody who wasn't really quite sure on their parental line, I sort of shook up their world. What's going on?
Don't know.
Would I have any?
It'd be a knowledge arcana check.
Yeah. Arcana. Please. Yeah. Please.
Yes.
Pretty good.
It reminds you of eczema in a way, but you realize pretty quickly it is actually not skin scaling, it is scales. He has some kind of draconic bloodline in him. So he is of either distant or not so distant dragon blood, but most likely it's fairly distant.
Dang bards.
Damn bards.
Yeah, fuck those bards who go after dragons. That's crazy. That's stupid, dumb,
Weird.
idiot. No, Rod's just gonna look and be like, I'm gonna freak you out, but you got a dragon somewhere in your bloodline. You come from a
Fat lot of
dragon.
fucking good that did.
That's fair. It's kinda-
Boy, Daddy didn't come by and give me any money. Damn, what a shame.
It's a shame. Rod is laughing at the way this man is handling the situation.
Since you
humor.
don't seem to be aligned with the bandits much, perhaps you can get yourself out of much trouble by being amenable to the gods. Maybe even get protection from
When
them.
do you think the last time the guards were anything close to amenable to me?
Never, because the fucking pigs.
Be honest.
No,
Okay, how much involvement did you have in what happened to this couple?
Well, I was here.
Hmm.
I will say, if we wanted to treat him nicely, could just let him escape. Don't tell the guards. And you go under the grace of Althea and make a new life.
when did you join?
Or whatever god you like, I guess. But
When did I join? I don't know.
I
I don't really pay attention to dates.
If it's been recent enough and you haven't seen many people, you might not have a poster for you.
Fair. Might not.
How old are you, if you don't mind my asking? Or do you not know?
27,
20. Never get over
I think.
low ages. That's
It's so odd.
so weird.
That's weird.
If you're really not positive how old you are, I could tell you. I think.
I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference. Thanks though.
That's fair. I'm just endlessly curious.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
As she's listening and kind of talking, now that she's separated the dead bodies into the correct races, she is taking the blankets off the bed and tying them together to kind of make it so it's easier to take the bodies with them, because we probably should give it to a guard post and see if they were missing persons.
Here you go.
We found these. There you go.
Look, she may not like guards, but unfortunately she can't look through all the missing persons' cases. That's their job.
Got it. In total, you will have about 7 bodies.
Horrifying.
Put them back in the bag.
Keyword
Question, the
about.
arm that was outside of the bag, did that belong to one of the bodies, or is it a separate arm?
That's a separate arm. You don't know
Cool,
where that
cool,
arm
cool, cool.
goes.
Cool. Cool.
Is it also
7.1 bodies.
Years old?
That's
50
a
years
good
old?
question. We ran out of room in that bag. I don't.
I want to know where that.
Can we leave a
box is
note
so
in it
bad.
when we close it that says Peekaboo?
Hey, what the fuck?
Where does this go? Hi. Also, please don't send murder back to us. Thank you.
Well, could you maybe tell when the hallway collapsed? See if it might be related to whatever event caused these bodies to be in here.
You can go check. The idea is pretty sound. Yeah, moving your way back over to there. These look like they probably collapsed maybe about 120 years ago.
Finally, something older than me. Wow. Yeah. The information will be relayed.
Yeah.
God, I was young when that dropped.
Right then, no attachment.
Well, Darius is gonna slap her knees and stand up from where she's squatting.
Yep.
I better be on my way.
If you're done chatting, you can talk to him more in the cart. The rest of these people, I'd like to get them and the bodies up to the cart sooner rather than later.
Sounds good to me.
You.
I don't really want to. I don't really care to help lift them. To
I
be
wasn't
honest,
really talking to you. If you want to take the dead bodies, that would be useful.
I'll pass. Thanks.
That's entirely fair.
There was no one you were particularly attached to in these bandits, right?
No.
Okay, good. We did kill 3 of them.
Okay.
Did we kill 3 or knock 2 out and kill 1?
3 upstairs. We have some down
Yeah,
here.
yeah, the ones upstairs.
Mhm.
Yeah, all the
3
ones- all
three
the ones
upstairs,
that-
1 dead. Down here.
Darius
dead.
does not know about the one dead down here.
Yeah, sure.
Perhaps you should stay down here until we get the farmer and his wife out of here. Might not do them well to see you still up and about.
I'll also do them well to see us carrying dead bodies. I mean, they're in fabric. They can't see them.
The implication.
Yeah.
I'll lay them
Yeah,
up
let's-
first.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Is Adam cute?
Yes.
Is he alive?
Adam does have a 18 charisma.
Good to know.
He's kind of like a Dave Franco.
Mm.
So like kind of skinny looking face, kind of got like facial hair and stuff like that.
Mhm.
He's a basic white man.
He is a basic white man. But he kind of looks like jaded most of the
Let me
time.
correct it.
Yeah.
He's a basic white man in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not interested. Okay.
We'll move the farmer and his wife up, and I assume set them up in front of like the fireplace in the cart.
Okay.
Yeah. Asher, as we get to the cart, there is one of the areas of that first floor is kind of there is a new room.
Mhm.
All of the living bandits are all tied up and all in that room, which all of a sudden you close the door and you can't hear any of them. The room is soundproof. They can't hear anything that's going on.
Asher could be a serial killer for all we know.
Could be. We'll never know.
Darius would have figured it out by this point.
As we're walking up, though, Asher will kind of tap Adam on the shoulder. Question for you.
Okay.
Are you looking for a second chance? Some way to earn a living, maybe do something a little bit better, but not have to worry about robbing anybody or looking over your shoulder?
I'm looking to live. I'm hardly in any opportunity to pick and choose. So,
Do you think you could be trusted?
that is a terrible question. That's the
No.
shittiest question to ask someone. Because anyone worth their salt is going to lie to you. Yes, I'm trustworthy. That's the answer you'll get no matter what. A person who's going to lie to you isn't going to say no. They're going to say yes.
Exactly what I thought. Asher is going to take 3 gold, place it in his hand.
Fine.
If you are at all interested, when we get back to Sion, feel free to take the train up to Magrin. You will go to a place called the Sun App. Ask for a man named Remy. Tell him that Asher says that you deserve a second chance.
Fucking I'm getting a tip. What? Thanks, I guess. I really I appreciate it. Okay.
If you make us regret it, we will kill you.
You seem nice though.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I suppose. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna, I don't know, walk, I suppose.
You can join us in the cart for the moment.
Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, fine.
All right.
Ah,
Oh,
you
and
twisted my arm.
make sure to ask the statue over there for a drink when you need one, huh?
What the fuck?
The second he's out of earshot from Deus and Asho, she's gonna look at Asho and go, "Are we just saving him because he's wearing fancier clothes than everyone else?"
No, the man is interesting. He has some sort of bloodline. He might be useful. Also, the man can clearly be trusted. He is just jaded. Don't think
I
he would do
trusted
it.
to help you capture souls then.
Oh, not that specifically. Is more of use to somebody in the family, I'm sure.
So I had to get the sucker punch in at the good opportunity now. We're
No,
not
this.
done talking about that, by the way.
I'm more interested in capturing my own than anybody else has. But there will need to be smaller ones to make sure the process is good.
What? The mask is split, right?
There's a crack in it.
Deus is saying that to Asha.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
It's bone under that.
Wait.
Undead?
I don't have any way to check that for sure.
I don't right now.
I'm not one of a paladin persuasion. But it is based on the fact that the fingers are showing more bone every time we go into combat. I guess he's probably undead. They're looking for things on the Patreon. Maybe. No, they were talking to something at some point. I haven't cued in on exactly what it was. My best guess is there's some sort of Patreon that they are working with. I don't think it is malicious in any sort of way, otherwise they would have acted. Undead are patient, but not that patient.
You think Fizzy or Granny knows, or should we just drop it for the moment and come back?
We should probably drop it for the moment. We don't want to alarm anybody. Also, I do not think that rot is a danger to anybody. On top of that, I actually like this one.
Okay, then before someone else who's not one of us notices, you might want to mend the mask for them.
We'll get right on that.
5 feet away with Frog on their back and Rod is scratching their little tummy. Like, oh, I did so good today.
Rot. Do you have a moment, my friend?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, just look this way. Asher is going to cast mending on the mask.
That was going to be a lot of work later. Thank you.
Wait. Just to make sure you keep your secrets your own.
I don't know what you're talking
Rot.
about.
Rot, my friend. You are wearing a mask full time.
As Rot turns their head, by the way, the entire side of their head is also bone.
Look, no judgment. You are someone who is seeking knowledge, same as me. In fact, if I may, I am one looking to make sure that I don't have to enter a state where I could be like that personally.
Well, I'm not really sure that this isn't forever. This is just, I'm working on it. Figuring it out along the way. It's not my priority. This is new though. That's probably not the best, but I'm not it's fine.
So when did you die? Really?
No, not that I can remember.
The only
Pretty sure-
people that I have seen that have their bones showing actual bones, not something of this sort, are actually already dead. Or had
No,
been dead.
I'm fully alive. Yeah. No.
Quick question, because you said Rot was like 5 feet away from the original conversation of Darius and Asher. Can Darius hear the conversation they're having?
It's not super hushed, but it's hushed enough that anyone further than probably about 5-10 feet away could hear.
Darius is just gonna. Sounds like you got cursed.
That's probably a bit closer to what happened.
Ah,
Fine.
looking to relieve
The
a
whole
curse.
time- It's, like I said, it's not really my like number one right now. But the whole time Rod is just fiddling with that piece of bone that is now sticking out of their finger.
Can I have an insight check on that?
An insight on the curse not being Rod's priority?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So 16.
I'm not gonna roll anything. The curse is not Rod's priority.
You know, just take a dead body and let's go.
Alright.
If you need any help with that in the future, please feel free to let me know.
People keep offering me help for that. I love it. Alright, you'll be on the list.
It's because it's mildly alarming.
To whom?
Anyone else who's looking at you.
I cover up. I smell perfume. I wear a mask. I used to wear gloves, but then they get ridiculous. I try to make everyone else really comfortable around it.
Not necessarily that we're uncomfortable, it's that we're worried.
Why?
You said this is new.
Yeah.
How long until the rest of you's that?
Took this long to get to here. I probably got a while.
How long is this? How long have you been like this?
I'm gonna get these bodies out of here. That's Rod effectively being like, that's all I'm willing to divulge for the day.
That's the
All right.
equivalent of slapping knees and going, well, let's get going.
As you guys begin loading up the numerous unconscious tied up bandits, the 7 dead bodies.
The dead bodies are out on the porch.
Yep. And your new haul of various objects that you've received. We will be ending the session there.
Hold on.
Oh.
What about the tools and what about the scroll?
Oh! Thank you, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Taking a look at the tools, Kaz, you will see that they are what are referred to as Arcanophages tools. And what their entire purpose is for is dealing with Arcon Magitech items. So things that have some kind of magical security or abjuration to them, they are made to help deal with that and try to bypass it. So a strictly magical trap, you'd use these to get past them.
Yes. If you don't mind. Magitech is something that I deal with on a regular basis. I would happily pay you for these.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Asher will hand cast over 5 gold for those.
Got it?
And what's the scroll?
You will see on the scroll that it appears to be a well-printed image of a nude woman posing up against a wall.
Is it really?
Yes, it appears to be smut.
Asher, after having just taken a peek, Asher will close it up. Kaz, you like playing pranks on people, no?
Yeah.
Here you go. Feel free to use it however you wish.
Wait, what is it?
Just take a small peek. Do not unroll it all the way.
No, okay. I mean, she pulls it up. It's like, I see what you mean. Okay.
You just unroll it and it's a full set of boobs
It's just
as you
boobs.
unroll
She's
it.
not phased by it.
It is.
You're like,
It's more like early pinup kind of
Wow.
style art, but yes, it is. It is.
Tasteful side.
Is it like well drawn or badly drawn?
It's well made. It's well drawn, printed. So someone bought this.
Like,
Booba.
I mean,
Uh,
they got
Figure
they got the
with
boobs
boobas.
right.
Motivation.
Yeah.
At
it
least
is-
they
it
did
is-
them right. We.
It is smut. It's as simple as that.
Anything else magical amongst the stuff like the gold bracelet or the gold tooth or?
No, nothing else is magical.
Right. There we have our hall. Let us head back to town.
Okay. As you load up your haul and your new items, we will end the session there. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thank you to my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. We will be picking this back up next Saturday. If you guys enjoy what we do and you enjoy me and my friends as we play video games and play D&D, pass the word around. Tell your friends. We stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Tuesdays and Fridays are group games. Wednesdays a horror game or single player game with me. And Saturdays are always a D&D stream. Well, almost always. We may be missing a few in the upcoming couple of weeks, but we'll give you a heads up before that happens. If you enjoy what we do, you can follow us on Twitter at Dicefunctional_. This will be uploaded as well as the rest of Campaign 2 as a podcast. You can get that on Spotify and other streaming platforms. If you really want to, if you really enjoy what we do and you want to say hi to us, you can join our Discord and talk with us there. And also, everybody, this is Jill's cat. It's so cute.
Baby.
Baby.
One of their cats.
One of the many. Thank you all so very much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, but please say goodbye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.